I'm so sorry, friends. I thought I started the stream. It looked like it's kicked off. It looked like it had started, but it hadn't come. The feed hadn't come through. So we'll see if the feed comes through this time. It has. It's come through. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's stream. Had lots of issues this morning going live. So we are officially here. I've done a few resets off camera, which I thought I was on camera, which is very weird. Anyway, we're here. The feed is through. That's great. Cisco, Power, how are we doing this morning? Welcome to today's stream. We are once again going for the Deoxys. We're over 20. Well, we're getting close to 21,000 resets. Made it easier for the title if I just put 21,000 rather than the weird number. But I hope you're all well, having a great day. Looking forward to hopefully us getting this shiny Deoxys today. It'd be amazing if we can do. Hope everyone's doing well. And if you are doing any of the Enamorous shiny hunts or the Manaphy shiny hunts in your dex completions, hope they're going well. We obviously jumped in on Tuesday to do the Enamorous. We've got 4 Pokemon left. So we've got the Fione, we've got the Manaphy, Darkrai, and Espeon are the only ones we need. I did some hunts off stream, and it's so annoying because I didn't have enough time on the Tuesday to kind of continue it. So we needed Crobat, and I went to get the Alpha Crobat, and it was shiny. I did capture it, the recording. That was an amazing moment. So that was really cool. But we've got the whole BDSP decks to do pretty much, and I've made a little start on that. So as soon as we've got the Deoxys, or we might dip in and out of the Deoxys hunt and this BDSP hunt at the same time. We might mix things up over the next week or so, but we've got that to do, so that's going to take a little while. Cisco, good morning. Again, how are we doing today? And Dallin Raz, how are we? Rich Fowlin, I hope you're all well. And thank you so much for all the good luck, everyone. Hope today is the day. It would be amazing if it is. And James, good morning, mate. How are you doing? Off to the gym soon. Hope you have a great workout, mate. Up early as always, mate. Setting the example for the rest of us. I always say it, man. I always say it. But hope you have a great workout. Mr. Browser, how are we doing this morning? Wadey, great to see you, mate. Happy stream. Hope you're well. I'm doing good, mate. And I've got some news. I don't know if you've seen my ex this morning, but the hair is gone. The hair is gone. It's gone. We've cut it all off. It's ready to send, to donate, which is good. It feels so weird having no hair. It's so weird. So weird. I didn't video it because Tash did it, but I have all the hair ready to send off. So I am. I feel revigorated. And it's so nice. And the weirdest thing was I had a shower after doing it, and I was like, oh my god, like how easy is this now? I just need to get out and like literally dry my head, and then it's done. I don't need to like worry about trying to make it look presentable for the next like 45 minutes, which was just the bane of my life for the last year. But it's done. It feels good. And I measured the hair because I was like, I need to hope it's long enough, and it was way longer, so I could have probably done this like at the start of January. Zay, how are you doing this morning? Thank you for the good luck, mate. Hope you're having a great start to your day. And this one insane hunt, let's start with some. Can you imagine, Gimroth, if we get it today? That will be so good. Rich, now I feel bad for not videoing it. Tash was in her pajamas though, so I feel like it probably wouldn't have gone well. And I've got some pictures of partially cut bits and I've got like this mullet because I couldn't use the bottom bit of the hair, which was like this bit, because it just wasn't long enough. So I've got some funny photos of me with just the skinhead and the mullet, which is I was cracking up at last night. Farlane, what did I do exactly? So for the last year 2024, at the start of the year, I said I'm going to grow my hair for an entire year, and I'm going to donate it to a children's charity that make wigs for children that suffer with illnesses that cause hair loss and stuff. So they make wigs for the children, things like that. So hair had to be a certain length. So for the last year, I've been doing that, and it's been over a year. It's been about a year and a month. that it's taken to kind of grow it to the length that it needed to be to get it cut. And last night I was like, yeah, it's time to do it. It's done. So tomorrow morning I will bag it all up and I will take it all to send off to the charity, and hopefully they can make a wig and it'll make someone's time a little bit more bearable if they're going through a hard time, you know. So it's done though. It's done, and I'm just like, okay. I don't think it looks as bad as what I thought. I was dreading having like the skinhead, but I don't think it's as bad as it's not as bad as what I thought. Did I open the Dialga and Palkia packs? No, I didn't. We're doing it today. Do you want to do it now? Because I've got them ready to go and we can open a bunch of them. If you would like to see some TCG pocket packs, Dialga and Palkia packs, because I haven't opened any yet. I saved them for today's stream. Let me know now. We can do it now or we can do it at the end of the stream. Whatever you guys would prefer to see. But hit me up in the chat and we will get the packs opened whenever you guys want to do it. The trading is wild on there. Like, the trade tokens that you need. It's not ideal, is it? They could have made it a little bit better. Finally got shiny Arceus last night after 9,030 resets. Hope this is the day for Deoxys too. Very on. That is incredible. That is the news I want to hear. Congrats on that shiny hunt after 9,000. Double odds. That is brutal. Congrats for just sticking with it. And I'm so happy to hear you finally got it. That is amazing news. Thank you for the good luck as well. Hope Deoxys does show up today. Someone will be walking around your hair. That's legacy. It's weird when you say it like that. Yeah, I'd love to, like, they probably won't because of like obviously confidentiality reasons, but I'd love to know if with the wig's done and who it goes to. I'd love to get in touch with that person, you know, just to be like, you know, like give them support. They're going through a really horrible time, you know. But I guess it's gonna be sent off and I'm never gonna get anything again from it. So somebody will be walking around. Yeah, looks great. Power, thank you. You're too kind, my friend. You're too kind. And I look a little bit smarter, I think, than the massive, like, I feel like I had a skunk on my head for the last like 2 months. It's just unmanageable. And the bob was there. The bob was not the luck. Over 9,000. Don't say skinhead, brothers. That's a really bad thing here in the US. Oh, really? Oh, man. See, I feel like it's, I don't use the term enough. So in the UK, feels like it's all right. But thanks for the heads up, Ken. I will resist from saying that. Oh, man. Is that what, really? I did not realize that. That's my ignorance there. So any offense, I apologize. But Ken, appreciate it, mate. No, I appreciate it, man. I know you are, dude. I know you are. Right, let's take it to, let's do a couple more and then we'll get this TCG pack open and done. I think you should open them. All right, okay, let's do this one and then open them. Thanks. Generally thought something was wrong with my game. It just goes to show, stick with it. It'll happen eventually. I keep having the same feeling with this. I'm just like, is there something wrong with my save? Is there something wrong with these games? But I know it'll appear eventually. They really need to do something about trading in pocket. The cost is it's way too high, isn't it? Right, let's have a look. Let's leave these running. Let's connect my phone. Let's see. Screen mirroring. Let's do it. Okay, I think there we go. Okay, so if I put my phone up here and then do this, should allow me to cast. I think there we go. Okay, so here's my phone. Now I just need to get onto my Pocket app. Here we go. Right, here we go. Let's see what we get. Let's see which one am I gonna do first. I feel like I got Pokemon Pearl originally, so let's see what we get to start us off the day. I opened 15 packs, only got Dialga. I hope we get something juicy for our first one. Do we get anything good? Oh, we do get something. We get something. That's good. That's a good start. That is a good start. I caught a shiny yesterday, but I already have a shiny Luxray. I guess I'll keep it in my boxes with the other extra shinies. That's awesome. Congrats on the shiny. Right, let's see. Shellos, Osirus, one of the best. And oh no way, we got in our first pack. That's crazy. No way. Cynthia full art. Yes, that's what we love to see. That is, we're using all of our luck up. We are using all of our luck up. Man, that's wild. That is wild. I can't believe that. Aaron, how are you doing, mate? I'm good, my friend. Just jumping in, and we're just doing some TCG pocket packs for the new set that's just opened. So we'll get back to the hunt in a more. Right, okay. Let's just rinse through. I'll rinse through all of my hourglasses that I've got saved up, and we'll see what we can get. I know. Oh, first pack magic. Let's see if we've got anything else. Oh, we've got something else again. Second pack magic. Gloom, Hippopotas, Drapion, and ooh, nice. The Garchomp. We get the Cynthia and the Garchomp. Bevum, how are we doing, mate? Hope you are well. Happy shave day, Lee. And congrats on the full art, Cynthia. Seems I joined at the right time. You joined at the perfect time, mate. You joined at the absolute perfect time. Hope you're doing well, mate. And thank you again, as always, for the support through the membership, dude. Cannot thank you enough. Garchomp and Cynthia, the combination. I mean, this is it. We're never getting the shiny Deoxys today, are we? Because should we just do 10 packs? Let's open 10 packs. We can do it. Let's do the 10 packs. All Palkia. I'll hit Dialga at another date. Let's see what we get. Right. Let's open them. Boop, 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 boop. See what we get. First one, Skarmory. We don't get anything in here. Staravia, Oddish. Love that card. Roselia, and Probopass. Okay. That's not too bad. I know, using all of our luck. Nothing here. Manaphy, Rotom, Wormadam, Weasel, Blossom. Okay, good. Let's see. Third pack of the 10. Nothing again. I think we've used all our luck. Dominium, Skarmory, Skorupi. Again, nothing. This is bad. We should have just been doing these one at a time. Rotom Fan and his elf. Nice. Okay, that's good. Well, we get something second pack. Magnezone. Okay. Hollow. Nothing else though. Rhydon. Come on. Ah, there's nothing. Nothing in this one. Lots of Rotom love though. And the Manaphy. There's a little sign of the Manaphy. Right, come on. Oh, we got something. We got something here. We got the Gibble, Wormadam, Potas, Otzel, and oh, there we go. Terrake, how are we doing this morning? I hope you are well. Mars full art. That is awesome. Mr. Holbrookie, how are you doing, mate? I hope you are well. That is a nice card. That is okay. So we got the full art Cynthia, we got the full art Mars, and we got the Garchomp as well. I love that P2 card. That is so nice. Turtwig. It's cute. That Turtwig card like reminds me of the of its location in PLA. Nothing again. Carnivine, Shellos, Sneasel. It's one for Riley there. Another Azelf. It's coming up on midnight for me from New Zealand. Wow, that is late, man. Oh, we got something else sparkling. The luck that should have gone to Deoxys is gone. I know, Varen. I feel the same. But maybe it's just a lucky day. And we're just going to hit everything. Cricket Tot, Chimchar, and... oh, that is such a nice card. The Cresselia. We're getting some banger hits. We are getting some bangers. Have we got one more to do after this? No, that's it. Okay, so... quick review. We got... the full art Mars there, which is super nice, and the Cresselia. Have we got any more that we can open? Let's see. These are bangers. That Cresselia is gorgeous. It's such a nice card, right? I wonder if we've got any more hourglasses. just go here. Have we got any more we can do? Oh, no, we don't. We've got Pokemon Gold. Kind of try not to spend money in this app. Open some Dialga. Should we open some Dialga? Okay, since it's a stream, let's go to the shop. Let's go to the shop. What are we gonna get? Have they got what do we need for? We need 120, don't we? So, oh man. But then we get the bonus, don't we? The bonus gold. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. We'll do it. We'll do it. We'll do it. We'll open 10 Dialga packs just because it's you guys on stream, and we'll see what we get. So I need to go to home, and I think I need to collect my bonuses. Okay. And then we'll go here. We'll go to the Dialga. It's the first time I've spent money in this. Right. Okay. Let's do it. Steel decks, I feel, are going to be the way to go, aren't they? Right. Let's get some Dialga. See if we can get as lucky. Olio, how are we doing this morning, my friend? Ooh. We are. We've got something. Azelf, Electabuzz, Rotom Frost, Bidoof, and oh, the Combi full art. That is a beautiful card. I don't know if they did remove the other packs. I would imagine probably not, because like a lot of those cards. Oh, guys, we got something here. We got something. Finian, Tangela, Rotom Heat. I think it's next. Oh man, we got 2, I think. Oh, the Rainbow Pachirisu EX card. That's lush. That is so nice. And what have we got? The Heatran. I saw this on a Wonder Trade this morning. I tried to get it, and I obviously didn't. So that's super nice. Right. Tangela. Nothing in this pack. 2 Tangelas in 1 pack. Feel done. Okay, Rotom Wash, Swinub, Rotom Fan, Roserade. I feel like maybe we don't get anything else. I mean, we've had 2 pretty big bangers to kind of kick us off with, right? Togekiss. What's that? During the next turn, this Pokemon's Overdrive Smash attack does 60 more damage. That's pretty strong, especially if you're playing that in like a Mewtwo deck. I feel like that could do some good work, although getting it to Togekiss is a lot of work. Oh, we've got something. We've got something. We got something. So pleased to be able to share these with you guys as well. Right, Skunky and the Patchy EX. What does this do? This Pokemon has a Pokemon tool attached to this. Attack does 40 more damage. That's not bad. 80 damage. It's all right. Got a Regirock. Did we get Reggie? I'll have to do a review. Skuntank. Dark type, not bad. Nothing in this one. Drifblim, Voltorb, Uxie. That's a pretty good ability. Well, an attack anyway. Patchy one. Oh, we've got something again. Pachirisu wants you to build a deck centered around it now. Right. Skull, Fossil, Magnemite, Shinx, and... Oh, nice. That is such a nice card. You know, I wish some of these cards were actually like real life cards that you could get to display. And the Roserade. Okay. Nothing in this one. The Skull. I love that artwork. It's nice artwork. Aluminium. That might be the last one. Yeah, it is. So we got the Combi. We got some banger pulls here. Combi. The Heatran. That is a lush card. I love it. The detail in there. The Rhydon. Cargo Skarmory. And then we got... What else did we get? The Patchy. EX. We got the Tangrowth. So we got some good hits. We got some really good hits in here. Power I'm going to pull as well. Be right back. There's some amazing cards. I know we got so... I feel like we've been getting very lucky. Have we got enough to do another 10 of the Dialga? We do. Okay, we got enough. We'll do one more and then we'll get on with the hunt. And see what we get. If we get anything good. May as well use the gold while we've got it. Nothing in this one. Shinx, Dusclops, Bronzor, Morotum, Bronzong. During your opponent's next turn, this Pokemon takes 20 less damage from attacks. That's pretty good. 2-stage evolution as well is pretty nice. A 1-stage evolution. Riolu, Skuntank, Luminion. I'd love to get an immersive card, but I don't know if we've got the luck with us to get it. We'll see. I love Gen 4 though, so all of these are hitting super hard. Deoxys. Right. Common Communication. Curlia. Galactic Grunt. Random Glamia. Skunkia. From your bench to your deck. From your deck to your bench, I should say. Gliscor. Love this card. And a Leafeon. Nice. Leafy Cyclone. Cyclone? Check out the Bastiodon when you get it. It's OP. Maybe we get it. Is it in this pack? Bastiodon. Could it come now? Magneton. Another Togekiss. Okay. We've had no hits so far from these, but it's kind of to be expected, I guess. We've on the Luxray. Discard all energy from this Pokemon. This attack does 120 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. Huh. That's pretty powerful. We snipe stuff on the bench, I'm guessing, with that. Vespiquen and another Gliscor. Any thoughts on the trading system? I wish it was better. We do have something here, the Sparkles. So let's see what we've got. Had nothing so far, no big hits anyway. Rotom and ooh, I love that. By the Valley Windworks. That is such a nice card. That is a lush card, actually. I really love that. That is nice. Okay, so that's a banger. That's the only one we got from those 10 though. So that's fine. But I feel like we got some good hits. We got some really good hits. Trading system though, I feel like could be better. The trade tokens, the cost's just way too high. So I think the best card we got was definitely the Cynthia. Let's see. Cynthia. Yeah, the Cynthia full art we got. That's probably the big banger. The Mars full art, which is super nice. Pachirisu Rainbow, which is good. So we've done pretty well from the number of packs that we've pulled. And then the Garchomp as well. I think probably my favorite, like alt art. So yeah, we did pretty good. Okay. Right, well friends, it's been great sharing it with you. I guess we've got some work to do though. Hopefully we haven't lost all of our luck. Oh wow, we've leveled up as well. Does that mean we've got some more hourglasses? We could open one more. Let's open one more Palkia with our hourglasses since we've got them. We may as well rinse everything. Let's see. And it flips a coin. On heads it takes 100 less damage. What? 100? Oh, we've got something in this as well. Okay, let's see what we've got. Slugma, Magnemite. Ah, the Gastrodon. I love this card. That's great. Okay, we've been so lucky with our pulls. We have been so lucky. That is an amazing card. Okay, well that wraps it up then. We'll leave it there. To share that poll with it. I know, that's what I was thinking. Yeah. That is the card that Lou is definitely going to be going after. Save my trade tokens and we'll go from there. Right. Okay, then let's knock this off because we've got some hunts to do. That was a nice little side stream while we were doing the hunts, but we do have more important things to worry about, and that is the Deoxys. But to everyone opening the packs, I hope you have better luck than I did, because I had some pretty good luck. So if you have better luck than what we did with our pulls, then you're gonna hit some bangers. But let me know if you've been opening the packs, what you've got, what's your best card that you've hit, and yeah, but nice doing it on stream, sharing it with you guys. It has. Full arts are absolutely beautiful, aren't they, Terrake? Side quest complete. I feel like we did pretty good. We could have hit like nothing really that great, and we hit some bangers, I feel, in most packs. The rainbow Pachirisu as well. Yeah, like you say, like 2 Pachirisu. Like we got to build a Patchy deck now. Farlen, it's a lot of fun. I do love it. I do love it. I opened 22 packs and got 1 Dialga immersive. Wow, Olio, congrats. That's awesome. The Dialga and the Palkia immersive cards I'd love to hit. I thought I might get it this morning because I've been very lucky with the sets when they've dropped getting the immersive cards, but not today. That's fine. I can't complain at all. Could have hit luck I had. 15 packs and only 1 chase card. Oh, Ken, that is brutal. I've had it when I've done the 10 packs before and hits absolutely nothing through the whole 10. It's pain, mate. It's all right. That luck will spin around and you'll get some banger pulls in the next few days, mate, when you're opening them. The Luxray card's super nice, isn't it? Come on. We can't have used all our luck up. The Deoxys has to shine today. I feel like we opened a lot of packs though. What did we open there? Like 30-ish packs? We got some good hits though, so it was worth it. Need to start building some decks though, that's the thing. The Bastiodon card though sounds wild. 100 less damage. I'm guessing it's just a regular card. It's not an EX or anything either. So that is wild. All we need now, top the day off, is to get this Dialga. Lisa, how are we doing today? I hope you're well. Yeah, I missed your Deoxys hunt. Just came back for it. From a long slumber, the longest slumber. I hope you're well, my friend, and great to have you jumping in today, because hopefully it is the day we get this Deoxys. I'm hoping. Every week we get closer to the end of the week and it's like, is next week gonna be the week we are free to do the Hot Gold Soul Silver shiny on Nuzlocke? Continue with that, finish off our Dex challenges. I think as well, because we know we're gonna get more Dex rewards in Pokemon Home. I don't know when they're going to drop them. I guess it'll be when the next big home update happens, but I've got to finish my Sword and Shield Dexes. So whatever that is, and I guess Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, because I think there'll be a reward for that as well. So get those finished, and then hopefully when they drop them, it's going to be a simple, I can just go in and get the gifts rather than have to slog away at completing the dexes, which is, I enjoyed the stream the other day, but it would be better to have them done so we could just pick the Pokemon up for sure. But it was a nice change. Could have hit the luck I had. My daughter had 2 God packs already. I can't even get a full art. That's wild. That's amazing. The God packs, mate. I haven't had a God pack in I've had 1 God pack before, but not for a long time. That's amazing. 2 God packs. That is wild. Have an Armaldo card in my collection that is known as the Armored Tank. Love it. Armaldo's such a great Pokemon as well. I miss it in Scarlet and Violet. It would be so good as well. Tara, thank you so much for the super chat, my friend. The generosity there. Thank you so much. Just a small token to show my appreciation for helping me get every Mightiest Mog 7-star raid Pokemon, and for your host commentary work at Worlds, which I try to watch every year. Thank you so much, Tara K. That is very kind of you, and some very kind words, and really appreciate the support, my friend. And I hope however long you can stick around, I know it's late where you are, but however long you can stick around, I hope you enjoy the stream with us all this morning or the evening for yourself. But thank you so much once again, mate. Very kind of you. 2025 Deoxys will shine. BDSP only had 3 out of 150. You had less than what I had, Olio. I had 5. I was like, oh my god, how have I only got 5? It's like, yeah. So the work is starting. I feel like it's not too bad. I think the most annoying ones to get are going to be like Drifloon, just because like if we're catching it in games. So I'll trade one in, I'll breed that. I think the starter Pokemon, obviously all their evolutions, but then again, it's only, what have we done? What have we pressed? The wrong button. 3 eggs from each really will do that. And then it's, I think Zelf, Uxie and Mesprite are the other ones, which are going to be a little bit annoying to do. But outside of that, everything's pretty straightforward to catch. Should be good. Get my mobile home, and so I'm only short 20 plus mons from it. Nice. That is nice. Yeah, I think we had like about 94 to get in Legends Arceus, and we're pretty much there now. Can we still do Shiny Meloetta? Yes, 100%. I'm not going to complete it off stream. So I've got Espeon, Manaphy Fione, and Darkrai to do. So those like little side quests, and then the decks will be done. So we'll finish that off on stream. So what my idea was to do was finish the Enamorus off on stream, get that, and then move straight into BDSP and finish that off. I will probably do a little bit of work on BDSP just so we can finish it in one stream, because I feel like there's about 100 and something that I need to get, and maybe that's a little bit too many to get in all one stream, especially if I leave like Uxie, Mesprite as Elf. So I'll probably do a little bit of work off stream with that dex, not everything, and then we'll finish it up on stream and we'll get both of them. Then we'll trade them into Scarlet and Violet. That'd be cool. So I think that's what we'll probably end up doing. Lexi, good to see you. How are you doing? Finished PLA this morning. Not looking forward to BDSP. Didn't even finish the game. Need to do the Sword and Shield dexes, but also want to hunt that bugged gift shiny Pikachu in Ultra Sun. Oh, I'd love to do that hunt as well. I need to do that hunt at some point. I'd like to be able to do it before bank and home shut down. So many hunts to do though. But congrats with the PLA, finishing that. That's nice. Good luck with BDSP. Pretty similar boat to what I am with it. I got all but one of the mightiest Pokemons, and that was Cinderace Violent. I'm hoping they're gonna like run back the 7-star rate. I imagine they will. Cinderace should be the first one as well, unless they do another repeat of the Charizard. But again, they might do something similar to what they did in Sword and Shield, where they released all the Gigantamax Pokemon all in one go. And I guess they could do it where when you click into the 7-star raid den, it will just be a random 7-star Pokemon that we've had from, you know, all of the events in the past. And then I guess you would use the date exploit to change the den, change the Pokemon in it, if that makes sense. And then you could potentially get any one of the, I think there's over 34 7-star raid Pokemon we've had, I think, including Mewtwo. So take the Mewtwo out, because I don't think we'd get the Mewtwo again, but it might be in there, you never know. Be cool if it was. Work tomorrow, so only about half an hour, unfortunately. Oh mate, no, that's fine. It's great to have you for however long you can stick around, mate, but totally understandable. So late, I'd be in the same position as you. I believe version exclusives is also a problem. Yeah, so that will be an issue, because of course, yeah, getting the Dialga and the Palkia is going to be really annoying if you don't have ways to trade both games. Joe, how are we doing today? Great to see you. Hope you're having a fantastic start to your Thursday, and thanks as always for joining the stream with us. Need to stop being lazy and get Shiny Meloetta done, especially now that there are more events rolling in. Don't want them stacking up. That's what my thoughts were, Ken. I was like, Sword and Shield roll around, I need these ones done. I need Sword and Shield dexes done, so I'm ready to go with them. And let's go Pikachu and Eevee. Even though it's a small chance, I still feel like there's a possibility that they drop an accomplishment with all of it. It makes sense that they would do like something for every dex that's available on home. So I'll get those done. And I think the Sword and Shield one, I'm not too far behind completing most of them. I think that shouldn't take as long as it's going to take for like BDSP. But I love it. With BDSP, everyone's pretty much the same. Although there is the few people that were like properly prepared and saw this coming and were like, okay, I'm gonna just grind this out now so I don't need to do it later. But the majority of people are like myself, where it's like, oh, I've only got a few Pokemon in that BDSP Sinnoh Dex. Still waiting for that Walk and Wake rerun. Got back into Pokemon too late for the last one. Baron, I think that is one raid I think they will 100% run back. I would say they probably run that back before the 7-star raids run back, to be honest, because it's like you need those Pokemon for the Dex completion. So I think they will make them available once again, hopefully not too long away. You could even see them run it back on Pokemon Day again, you know, all the starters, Pikachu and Eevee and others. Yeah, I think there's over 30 now. Yeah, I'm just trying to think, because I know I've got a full box. It's just how many's on that top line from in the other box where I've got like all the 7-star raid Pokemon. But I wonder if they'll, because they did Iron Bundles, so I'm like, are they ever going to run that one back? Maybe not. Maybe they do. We'll have to see. Shmon, how are we doing, mate? Next reset, trust. Okay, here we go. Next reset. This is the one. Hope you're doing good, mate. Okay, get it now. Shiny Mew for Let's Go reward would be wild, wouldn't it? I don't know what else they would do. It just feels so right for that game, doesn't it? Got Shiny Enamorous instantly because I overdosed on PLA. To the point of getting every alpha. Wow. But I can't be bothered to even try BDSP. I don't even like the game. There's so many people are like that, you know. Sad. It's like Manaphy's worth it, I feel. But I've heard a few people say like it's harder to get the shiny Manaphy just because you've got to go in and play BDSP than it is the Pokemon Ranger method of doing it. Christian, do you have a shiny Mega Evolution? I've been doing Masuda method for every Mega in BDSP and have 2 shiny Charmander, shiny Weedle so far. That is awesome to hear, mate. Good luck with the rest of those hunts. Well, I do have a few. I need to finish off the shiny Mega collection. I do. Maybe bring some of them to stream. But we need to get this Deoxys done first. What's your favorite Mega shiny Pokemon? Mine's probably Gengar, I think. Pretty obvious one probably for me to say, but I love shiny Mega Gengar. It is a banger shiny. It's a whole brookie. I never played PLA. I have the game, never played it. My BDSP dex is at 4 out of 150 because I stopped playing after Gym 2. Imagine that. So much work to do. But the thing is, you've got PLA to play, which is exciting because I think you'll have a great time in that game. Do you have a favorite shiny Mega Evolution? Just answered it, Christian. Probably Gengar. Yeah, sorry, I didn't read your comment, and then already there thinking the same thing. Complete the dex for BDSP. You just had to see the Pokemon. Yeah, that was my problem, because you're just seeing them and then that unlocks the national dex, so it makes it like, well, there's no point of like actually catching the Pokemon when you just see them, because you pretty much see all of them if you battle the majority of the trainers. So I was like, yeah, I've got no reason to actually fill the dex up. And because the shiny charm, I think, only affects Masuda method hunting in BDSP. I don't think it affects any of the static Pokemon. Definitely not the legendaries. It's like, is it even worth putting the time commitment in to do it? So I feel like that's the majority why everyone's in the same boat. Do you think they will run the Great Tusk Iron Treads raids back? Because I missed doing them to get Iron Treads. Potentially. They might just do like, you know, a similar thing with if they do run all the 7-star Terra raids back at the same time. They could spread it out and they could just have like Paradox raids running back as well. I want to say like out of all of the raids, they're probably the ones that I would say like the 5-star raids might be the ones that we don't see come back, but you never know. They could do them again just to recycle through them, since they're already events that are there. And I think the first, no, it was Chestnut, 7-star Chestnut, wasn't it? We got, and the Iron Treads and the Great Tusk raids were with that, and then they pulled it because there were issues with the Paradox Pokemon, wasn't there? With the items, the material, the Pokemon material, they didn't code it in properly. So because Paradox Pokemon don't drop material, there was an error and that crashed everyone's games. So they pulled that event. like an hour or so after it going live. So because of that might give it like more reason for them to repeat. I know they did repeat it, like, was it like 2 or 3 months later? But they may rerun that one. Shiny Mega Gengar saves another Shiny Gengar. Shiny Mega Gengar. I wish regular Gengar's Shiny was the same as Mega Gengar. Shiny Mew definitely feels right for Let's Go. Maybe Keldeo for Sword and Shield. That's what I was thinking. I can't remember who mentioned it on Monday's stream, but Keldeo as a Sword and Shield gift just feels right, doesn't it? And we've not had Shiny Keldeo before, so that would be amazing. Started together for my living decks in BDSP, so I had everything already. Love Shiny Manaphy. Me too. I can't wait to get one, because we did on stream a long time ago. We did this Shiny Fione that you can do through Masuda method hunting in Scarlet and Violet, so I'd love to have this set. Because I've been thinking for the longest while, and I've looked at listings for Ranger, and I've thought, should we do the Manaphy hunt? But now I don't need to do it, because all we need to do is complete that BDSP dex, and then we are done, which is awesome. Speculitis, how are we doing today? I hope you're well. Started together for my living dex in BDSP. Love Shiny Manaphy. I'm just rereading that. I'm sorry. I'm trying to catch up with the chat. At least it's only 150 mons BDSP. Still got 94 to go though. Yeah, I was surprised. It's only 150, which is nice, because it could have been a way bigger number. So they haven't made it that tricky. I guess, like we've said before, it's just the version exclusives that give it a little bit more of a pain to do for those that just have one copy. Luke, good morning, mate. How are you doing? I take it your hair was long enough to donate. Are you wearing a bald wig? No, mate. No, it was long enough. It was 8 inches for the majority. There was only one band, which was like the very bottom of this bit of hair, which was, I think, around 5. So I couldn't donate that, but the rest of it was all 8 or a little bit more, which I was really surprised about. And Tash cut it for me, and she cut it right down to the scalp as well, so I looked hilarious with like the patches of hair that I just had when I had the rest of it gone. But yeah, it's all gone, which seems mad, and it feels weird, and it's like, I don't know. I like it though that we're free from the long hair, so I'm kind of still getting used to it though. That's why we're wearing the cap. But yeah, so the hair donation I'll be sending that tomorrow, and then yeah, that's it's done. Crazy to think it's been over a year of doing that. Michael, how are you doing, mate? I'm doing good. How are you this morning, my friend? Great to see you. Never Melt Ice, how are we, mate? Are we getting a dedicated TCG pocket trade on your Discord? We need to. Yes, I will do that, mate. The trade tokens though, I feel like they need to redo the system with how they're doing it. The trade tokens, doesn't seem like it works that great. Yongley, how are you doing, mate? I hope you are well. So your news and up might BD only had 1 gym badge and turned it off. Oh, mate. I feel you, mate. Gotta grind through the game. Oh yeah, I don't know if I'd have the energy to do it, to play through the entire game to do it. Although when you're playing through the game, I guess you can just catch stuff along the way, right? So it wouldn't be too bad. I don't know what would be better. Alex, thank you so much for the sub, and if you joined the stream this morning, I hope you enjoy it with us all. Actually, which version do you have? Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl. I have both, but my Shining Pearl, I've only got like 3 badges on it, so it's not really that useful to me. I never got past the 3rd gym in Shining Pearl. I don't know if that says more about the game or me. 8 inches, that's what they all say. I thought it was, so the criteria for the minimum was 7, so that's what my goal was, but it turned out to be a little bit longer, which was good. Maybe people in the community could help each other trade exclusives. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. We'll set that up, and hopefully everyone will be able to kind of give a helping hand, because I've got all the ones in PLA now, so I'm happy to trade. Once I've unlocked the Enamorous, I'm happy to trade stuff to other people that need those, like harder ones, because Veda was such a huge help with the Magnemite, Magneton, the Porygon, Porygon 2, and the Porygon Z. So that was really, really helpful. So I will pass it paid forward and help those who need those Pokemon as well as like Cranidos, Rampardos, Shellos, and Bastiodon. They're difficult ones to get. Quilava was a difficult one because that's what I spent most of the evening doing on Tuesday, was just waiting for the space distortions, and it was about the 5th one that I did where Quilava actually appeared. So yeah, it took a while to get. Just seen the pics on Twitter. Incredible, mate. Thank you, mate. Thank you. It feels great to have not the mop on the top. That was not intended to rhyme. Do you think they're going to start giving away shiny legendaries through home unlockables instead of mystery gift codes like they used to? Potentially. I mean, they could just do that, I guess, as a way to get the mythical Pokemon. It makes sense, wouldn't it? Like, I guess if we get like a black and white remake, then they do shiny Victini. That's the end goal for them, to be like, we will distribute shiny Victini, but it will be with black and white decks at some point down the line. And I guess then there's an incentive for people to just, you know, everyone's like got their own thing that they do in game. There's a lot of people that want to have that completionist stuff, but I guess some games you don't feel like you need to do it as much. But if there's the incentive there to always complete the decks, because you know down the line it's going to be a mystery gift shiny or something like that for it, then it's a cool idea. I like it. Got quite long hair. Started growing about 9 years ago. Wow, Aaron, how long is your hair, mate? I bet your hair is must be down your, like, I don't know, like down to your waist. I don't know how many times you've had it like trimmed, though. You might keep it just a nice length. It's so hard to manage, though. I found it really difficult to manage. The last year of managing it has been a big learning curve with hair. I don't think I'd ever go that long again. I don't cope with it very well. Just picked up the Jirachi from BDSP, traded to another game, leveled at 200, and then steamrolled BDSP. That's a good way of doing it, yeah. Can consider playing through the shiny pearl on stream and trade to those diamond to complete as well. That's true, we could do that. I think we started doing a Nuzlocke on pearl on stream, and then we jumped to diamond to do the sleep lock, and then I just never went back to pearl. But it would be handy to get pearl done because it's got the version exclusives in it are like, I could do with the pincer outbreaks that you can't get in diamond, so there's a few things that would be useful to do. Got shiny Weavile, my first space-time distortion. Wow, that's wild. Such a nice shiny to get. I don't think I've had a shiny in the space-time distortions all the time I've played them. Some cool alpha Pokemon, but never a shiny. That's awesome, though. We're going to experience in-person events again. I don't know, maybe. You never know. I mean, it'd be cool if they do, wouldn't it? I could see, because the Japan one was kind of like that, where you had to go, I think, and purchase things in, was it 7-Eleven that you had to purchase things and you got the codes for the Deoxys and stuff like that. So they might do that when they bring those events to the West. They may do a similar thing with like GameStop and Game in the UK, but we'll have to see. Probably easier to get the starters via mass outbreaks than time-space distortions. Yeah, I would say definitely easier to do. I think that's why I got the Oshawott. Looking forward to Gen 3 remake for the shiny Jirachi. That would be wild, wouldn't it? That'd be so good to get a Wishmaker Jirachi. Just wish they'd update the trading on home to show a Pokemon's game of origin instead of the last one they were in. I think in home you can, if you go to search for Pokemon, you can search by the origin mark, and then it will just show you Pokemon that have that origin mark, which makes it easier. I mean, you still need to click into the individual Pokemon, go to that box, so it's a little bit of a clunky process. It's not that easy, but they do have a way to search by origin mark, which could make it easier. It's really curly, but it's a little below nipple length. When curly, about belly button length. when pulsating. Wow, that is long, Aaron. That is cool, mate. The one thing I wish I had, like, curl wavy curly hair. My hair is so straight. Like, that's the one thing I feel like it would have made it a little bit more. It would have just added that texture to it and made it look longer, a little bit better. It's so straight though. Lumpy, how are you doing, mate? I hope you're well. Did you get your ears, Lord? Did I? No, mate, but the hair is gone. The hair is gone now. It's ready to donate. Bagged and tagged. Ready to go. And anyone here on stream that did donate and has supported to the charity as well, thank you so much. It means a huge amount. So it really is very kind of you. And it will go a long way to making a huge difference in somebody's life, which is always nice. Zedia, how are we doing today? Today is the day the yellow beast will spawn. I hope you're right. I really do. It's gotta be it. We gotta get it soon. We've got to get it soon. We have to. Deadly Tiger got my shiny Enamorous. Not sure if I'm going for a shiny Manaphy. It'll take longer but more difficult to do the trade evolutions. And the trade evolutions are annoying as well. One thing I heard someone say that you could do, which makes it easier, is catch the Pokemon in PDSP, then home trade them to PLA, and then use the link code item in PLA to evolve them. So you don't need to do like a trade evolution and then just trade them back through that way, because they'll still have that origin mark. So that's definitely an easier way to do it, I guess. Pokemon Scarlet players are a rare breed of people. I can't find them, and Scarlet Mons is the only ones I need before shiny Meloetta. There's got to be Scarlet players in here. I'm a Scarlet player, so if there's stuff you need, then let me know. I can try and help out. Not right this minute, but if you're on a Discord. There we go, Zadia coming in, helping out. Lumpy, it feels weird having very short hair. Aaron, today's the day for Deoxys. I really hope it is. I hope it is. Starting my Mew encounters for the day. Wish me luck up to 5,300 now. Zay, good luck with that Mew hunt. Today is going to be the day. 5,300 encounters. That is a lot. In close to full odds. But you're going to get it before you hit anywhere near that 8,000 mark. I have a feeling. Keep us up to date with how the hunt's going though. Would love to pop off when you do get it. Trade them to PLA and use the items. It definitely works. Yeah, it's definitely a better way to do it. Varian, it might have been yourself that suggested that on Tuesday's stream. It's a great suggestion though. Finally got my shiny Giratina yesterday in platinum. Oh no way, in platinum. That is wild. So happy to get it. Sure, after 3,900. That's a nice amount of resets. I love that. Congrats, mate. That is a banger trophy shiny. That is so good. In platinum as well, of all games to get it from. Perfect. It's like getting Rayquaza from Emerald. Same levels. I'm on 16,000 resets for Lugia and still nothing. Decided to take a break from it today because it's getting frustrating. Oh mate, I know that. I know that feeling. It's so annoying. I don't blame you for taking a break. I'm hunting Aerodactyl in Sword and Shield and it is painful at this point. I'm way over odds. And I've even been dipping into Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee with the restoring the old Ambers. Even though the odds in Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, like you can do about 30 resurrections in about 20-ish minutes. So the amount that you can get through in the time is really good, but the odds are full odds. They don't affect... they're not affected by the shiny charm in Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, the fossils anyway, which is slightly frustrating. So it's better odds in Sword and Shield, but it's just a pain. But mate, when you do go back to it, I hope you have a lot better luck and that Lugia shines for you. Stefan, how are you doing, mate? Great to see you. Hope you're having a fantastic day. And thanks for hopping in, joining us today. Requires an Emerald was my first ever shiny. There, that is. First ever shiny. Okay. My first ever shiny was Firo. So you definitely win the style points there. That is amazing though. Professor Oak, how are you doing, mate? I hope you're well, having a great start to your Thursday. Great to see you as always. And Aaron is 4:30 and I'm tired, but should get back to hunting Poipole. Poipole! I need to do that hunt as well. Absolute banger shiny, isn't it? It's so nice. So Denchik, how are we doing today? Also, I spent like 40 hours in 2 weeks in Max Dens for shiny Zygarde. It's a glory. It is definitely, that is worth it, mate. That is one of the, I think one of the best that you can do in Sword and Shield. Honestly, I think the shiny Zygarde probably one of the best hunts. And when you get it, I still need to go after it myself. I think we've done over 100 runs, raid runs, and yeah, just not here yet. So we'll see how many that eventually takes. Got how many resets I did with Poipole, so I don't know where I'm starting from. You could kind of ballpark it, you know, and just start again if you want the numbers. But again, sometimes keeping a track of the numbers is not the best thing, because it kind of, it makes it more obvious how long you've been doing it and can make it a bit of a slog. Guess what arrived in the mail today? Work from home, not to miss the delivery man. Professor Oak, what is it? Is it BDSP? I don't know. I don't even know what it is. That's the worst guess, probably. Or is it PLA? Poipole and the Ganadel both 10 out of 10 shiny. Yeah, they're so nice. They did such a good job. Like, most of the Ultra Beast shinies are like pretty banger. Even Cortana, with it's like, it's very subtle. I still love shiny Cortana. It's a really nice one. Terra K, thank you so much for dropping by the stream. It's great to have you here for the time that you've been able to hang around for. I do understand it's so late where you are, so thank you so much for coming by, and thank you again for the super chat and the support as well. Hopefully we'll catch you on another stream again soon. Take it easy, mate, though. Have a good rest, and if we don't speak to you, have a great day at work tomorrow. And Christian, have you ever attempted shiny fossil resets on BDSP? I got shiny Cranidos after 18 fossils. Shiny Aerodactyl in 4,669. I haven't done it in BDSP, to be honest. Can you do more than, is it one at a time? Well, it would be one at a time. What am I talking about? But I guess, how easy are the old ambas in the... No, I'm just answering my own questions here, because it's just a case of going into the underground and just mining for the fossils and just getting a bunch of them, then going doing it like that. That would be it. And if you've got about like what, 10 to 15 fossils, you can do them all in one go, then just odd soft reset, come back, do them again. That's awesome though. I've never done it in BDSP. Nice game to do it in though. I think one of the easier games is it X and Y or Aura? I think that's one of the easier games to do it, but then I don't think the odds are any better, are they? Professor O, both are bad guesses, no offense, Lee. The real answer is the Newcastle away shit. Ah, no way. Which one did you go for, mate? Did you go for the white one, or did you go for like the burgundy and the blue hoops? Both are lush. Both are very nice. That is awesome, mate. And I'm reading that like it's actual fact, but I've just realized it's Rich that said that. And I'm just being gaslit. Didn't even know you could get a shiny from a fossil. Yeah, you can. Be such a nice shiny to get, wouldn't it? When it just pops up on that screen of the little box and it's in there shiny. Mighty, how are you doing, mate? Makes me feel weird thinking that Sword and Shield is like 5 years old. Feels like yesterday when I first played it. Even an adult. It's wild that it's like, yeah, it's not even the most recent generation of Pokemon. Dynamite. Wondering if you've seen Colin Hayer's video talking about his top 4 Worlds 20 run. I haven't, no. I played Colin in Swiss that year. Couple of pictures of you in there from your top 8 match. That's wild. I'll have to check that out. Colin's a great guy as well. He's such a nice guy. So I'd love to hear it from his perspective, like the run that year. So Colin was my only loss in Swiss at Worlds that year. And if I'd beat Judy, I would have avoided Colin on the run to the finals, which was good, because I think Colin had the Sasian side of the bracket. So yeah, but Colin played so well, and he was like, I mean, he is a great player, but yeah, he was in such good form that year. But no, I will definitely check that out. Thanks for letting me know. It's hard to keep up with like the content that everyone does. There's so many good VG creators and so much good content out there. I kind of miss some of them sometimes. My 3DS is dead, so I guess I'll play Platinum for now. Platinum, need to go after, we need that shiny Giratina. I'd love to do the Distortion World Giratina hunt, I really would. Platinum's a great game though, I haven't played it in such a long time. The blue-red one, is it somewhat like the Barcelona jersey? It is very much like it. Barcelona were on fire last night. Yamal, mate. Champions League. I didn't realize you guys had finished so well in the league table. You've got like the automatic bye, so you're into the top 16, right? So you don't need to worry about the playoffs or anything. Yeah, looking good though. You need to get yourself back up to the north, man. Newcastle misses you. I know, I do, mate. I haven't been up for the longest time. I think it's nearly been 2 years, which is terrible, really. But hopefully this year. I was talking to a few people though, when I was in Birmingham tournament, and I was like, there's just no like competitive scene up north. It's really sad. I'd love to see, you know, Newcastle's a great area. There's loads of venues as well where you could have like a regional, UK regional. It's not that difficult. It's difficult for anyone living in the south to get to. It's a long way to go. But again, anyone living in the north, it's a long way to come the opposite way. So yeah, it'd be nice if a scene started up there. If I lived up there, I would definitely start something like that. Got a full immersive Dialga in pocket, Young Lee. Congrats. That's awesome, mate. Where if I could not sign a Newcastle shirt, I'd feel like I'd like just ruin it. Need to get Big Al's signature on it. One of the Bruno G signature on it. I feel like I tarnished the shirt. Jumping in between sets to say, if you're enjoying the stream, please like. Over 100 people in chat and 20ish likes. Thank you so much, James. If a little reminder, yeah, if you are enjoying the stream, do consider dropping a like. It does really help out the stream. I guess all the analytics side of things, but thank you to everyone that's dropped by and is here today. Just gonna sync these up. Thanks again, James. Hope the sets are going good, mate. I plan on hunting Deoxys and Fire Red too, but I think I want to try for a 5% lava star first. That will be a banger hunt. You'll have to let me know when you start that, but good luck. Yeah, that's a great one to go for. Hopefully you get that one nice and early, and then yeah, just move on to the Deoxys. There's a part of me that wants to go after Mewtwo in these games as well. I feel like getting Mewtwo from the Leaf Green would be nice after the Deoxys, but I probably will take a break from these games for a little while after we get the Deoxys, to be honest. But there's no harm in coming back to them at a later date. Need to heal that ankle before looking at GNR. Oh, yeah, mate. Yeah. Well, I've got a call today, so the doctor's ringing me today. So I thought I'd just get a letter through for my MRI for it, but it looks like the doctor is gonna ring to tell me that they're gonna book an MRI. I'm like, you could just listen to the doctor that did this, like the ultrasound on my ankle, like, was it last week or the week before? And just be like, okay, that's what we need to do. You just need to book the MRI. But they're gonna call me, I don't know what about, and probably say, we're gonna book an MRI. But if that's what they need to do, that's what they need to do. So we'll see what they say. But yeah, I'm hoping it gets better soon. I want to get back out. Like, I got a lot of golf stuff for Christmas, so I'm like, I'm desperate to go out, but I can't. Like, I can walk about, but with your golf swing, you're twisting that foot all the time, so it needs to be better before I can really get out and do anything like that, which is pretty frustrating. But it could be worse, so I can't complain too much. My signature next to Bruno's, man. I couldn't. Not even in the same league as those boys. I'd love, to be honest, probably one of the players, I think Bruno's signature of the current squad is one that I would love to have. I mean, most of the squad I would love to have, but I think Bruno's probably my fave player from the team. So yeah, that would be one I would like to get. Bruno G. You just gotta hope we get Champions League this year in the league, because I think if we don't get Champions League, I could see players like Isaac. I don't know if Bruno would. Bruno is getting to the point where he might move, you know, and that would be sad. So I hope we get Champions League. Hope they all stick around for a couple of seasons more. One sort of gadget that just a piece of tape stick to the 3DS circle pad. I like to call it the FK Masuda method innator. I like that. Hope someone gets that reference. I get it, mate. What about Isaac? I mean, Isaac would be great to get, wouldn't it? I mean, I think if he stays at Newcastle, he's definitely, I mean, he's already a bit of a legend, because he's just so good, just incredible. I worry about us not keeping up with where he is in his playing career, because he is world class, I think, and I wouldn't ever begrudge him moving to a bigger club, because we're not, like, let's face it, we're not like in the same ballpark as like Real Madrid, Barcelona, Liverpool, Bayern Munich. We're just not there yet. And if you're wanting to, you know, players' careers so short, I couldn't ever begrudge any of our players moving to any club like that. It's sad, because it's like you want them to stay, but then you kind of think, well, do you want to go and win like Champions Leagues with these bigger teams potentially, you know, or do you want to stay with Newcastle and potentially win like a Carabao Cup or a FA Cup? Because we're not anywhere near a level where we could win the Premier League yet, and I think that's still years and years away. So we'll see. Get yourself up here when you're better. 18 holes at Slaley. Oh mate, that would be amazing. I've never played Slaley. I'd love to though. It was always like the dream course when I was younger up there. We had an X-ray and ultrasound, didn't you? Yeah, never mind. I had an X-ray and an ultrasound. So the ultrasound was a lot better, because they but the sonographer had to go and get a doctor that was like a specialist in I guess ankle ligament damage and stuff like that, and their recommendation was an MRI. So and then I think the outcome's gonna probably be surgery on it. I'm hoping it's not, but it's looking like that's gonna be what will be the end goal. So when that'll get done, I don't know. Draconified, good morning, my friend. How are we doing today? I'm at 128 out of 150 in BDSP decks. Wow, that is some good going, my friend. Not many to go. If you need a hand with any of the version exclusives and we can help out, let us know. But great job. Very close to that shiny Manaphy. Hopefully you can lock things up and get it done today if you've got time. Do you don't think it's too early to class Isaac as world class? I don't, mate. I think it's because I watch him pretty much every week, and you know, when you compare him to like other players that are in that class of world class player, I just see it. You know, I think he's definitely got areas to improve, but he's still very young as well. But I do think he's I think he is like 100% world class. I always remember Ibrahimovic years ago when we first signed him, and Ibrahimovic came out and he was like, Newcastle got a great sign in here. He's going to be a better striker than what I am. He's going to be the best striker that Sweden have ever had. And that, for me, like, he could have just been nice, but I think like the kind of player that Ibrahimovic is and was, it's like a huge statement to make, and I think that's always like resonated with me. And yeah, he hasn't disappointed. He's had a couple of spells where he's been injured, but I honestly think it's because of the situation at Newcastle, where we've just had like Callum Wilson out injured, so there's literally no backup for him. So Eddie's having to play him pretty much every minute of every game, which, you know, you're gonna get injured if that's the case, especially last season when we had all those extra games at the Champions League. So I think those injuries could have been avoided if we'd had like a second striker that was available to kind of take the load off a little bit, which we still haven't got now. Maybe that gets patched up in the summer, but yeah. Jonatrez, how are we doing? Good evening from Japan. How are we doing today? Thanks so much for hopping in to the stream. Great to have you here, and hope you are having a fantastic day. When the Switch 2 releases, I'll be trading version exclusives between myself. That is a massive bonus, isn't it? That the two systems are going to be compatible. Yeah, and that the event will still be running by then, you know. I don't think there's like an end date on these, so quite nice that you can take your time with them. There's no like rush to getting them. Might even do an ultrasound guided cortisone injection to reduce any inflammation, depending on how much of it intramuscular and connective tissue related. But like, even the doctor, when they came in, was like, I can't see with the ultrasound because of the internal. He said there was a lot of internal swelling around that like main ligament that runs down the center of the leg. And he said it was a bit strange that there's so much inflammation in that area. He said it's not normal to have that much in that particular area. So that's why they want me to go for the MRI, so they can get a clearer picture of the damage that's been done, which seems crazy because I feel like it was like, you know, I literally just rolled my ankle, and I've done it 100 times worse in the past and never had as much issue with it. But Buddha Platinum, and I have a female Geodude named not a dude. I love it. I've not played Slayly, but remember seeing the open there when I was like 15. Yeah, mate, I know. I think I remember the open where it was there. Such a nice course. I'd love to go. Linden Hall's another one. I think that's another championship course. I have played Linden Hall a couple of times. Been lucky to play there, but never Slayly. That'd be wild. Yeah. We need to make it happen, Rich. That would be an epic day out. Can Ditto be gone? Yes, it can, Olio. There's a patch I want to say. What route is it? You know, there's the town that's on the most western part of the map, and you have to cross a little. I think there's a little bridge. It's where you take the boat to go to the Darkrai and the Cresselia Islands. There's a patch of grass just before the gate to that village, and you can get Ditto there. That helps without giving specific routes, but yes, you can. Crazy Lemon, how are you doing, my friend? I hope you're well. I'm good, mate, and all the better for having you here joining us today. Having a bad week, daughter sick almost a week, no sleep, no time to clean my house, to cook or rest for me, mate. I am so sorry to hear that, and I hope your daughter is having a speedy recovery. She feels better soon, and it gives you a little bit of time to get yourself rested up, mate. But thanks so much for dropping in. Really sorry to hear you're having a tough time, mate. Sending you some good vibes, although it's probably not going to help the situation. Yeah, thinking about you, bro, though, and I hope it does start to get a little bit better as the days go on. It is brutal. Top, good evening, my friend. How are you doing? Maybe today is the day. Hopefully, mate. We might have used all of our luck in our TCG pocket opening though. Would like to see Shane today. I would love to. Jonah, how are we doing? I've already said how are you doing. You just said thank you, but no. I hope you're having a great day, mate. And it is good to have you joining the stream. I'll check. How are we doing? Good luck with this hunt today. I'm still struggling with it as I'm now at 17,700. You've overtaken us. Also, hopefully, Scan will get to the bottom of your life. Thank you, mate. And good luck with the shiny hunt as well. I hope you get it before that 20,000 mark. I really do. Anyway, I think 5 stages of shiny hunting were 1, excitement, 2, boredom, 3, doubt, 4, denial, and 5, excitement relief. Yeah, I think, where are we now? I think we're in that denial stage, number 4. I think we've been through the rest of them. I wonder if we keep dipping back between. I feel like, yeah, do we keep dipping in between them? Like, there's an excitement stage, there's the doubt for sure, and then denial. Yeah, One of my clients have a deal with Why Not, so I'm getting out there for free a couple of times over the coming month. That's awesome, mate. That is super nice. It's a nice perk to have. We have a great time, mate. You'll have to tell me all about it. Have you been out yet, or are you yet to do it? So they'll do that before the surge. I'm kind of hoping I don't need surgery on it, but I think from what the doctor was saying when he came in, he was pretty convinced that that would be the course of action. Just doing some Dynamax adventures on Sword here. Is there anything particular? Are you shiny hunting for something? If you are, good luck with it. It's weird that I've never played a single Animal Crossing game until recently when I got New Leaf out of curiosity, and now I love it. Great comfort. It's such a cozy game, isn't it? It is. I do like it a lot. I've never really put much time into Animal Crossing, a bit like yourself, where I've never really played many of the other games in the series, but I played a little bit of the one on the Switch, and it was really fun. Yeah, it's just a cozy game. One should be anticipation. Yeah, that's more like it. Anticipation for it. It's gonna happen. The denial, we've been there for a long time. My prediction for the next shiny home gift is Victini and Kelia for completing Sword and Shield plus the DLC Dexes. Yeah, that's actually a great one. Victini would be wild, wouldn't it? I think Victini would happen if they've got like Black and White coming out. But maybe, like I said earlier, I think like maybe if we get a Black and White remake, which might happen, might not. But if we do, then the shiny Victini for completing the Black and White decks would make sense. But then if that's not something on the horizon, then yeah, why not throw Victini in there as a reward? It would be such a good one, wouldn't it? Keldeo for Sword and Shield, though, seems pretty much nailed on, I think, at this stage. It's just like, when are we going to get it? I hope soon. Oh, that's pretty cool, Rich. So a lot of the footballers live around that area. That's wild, mate. I know there was one, what was it called? Bersham Park. If it's still called Bersham. I know a lot of the footballers used to live up there. That's in Northumberland. I know like Bellamy had a house there and a few of the other footballers. I played Bersham a few times, but I never bumped into anyone famous. I remember when I was a junior, when I first started playing as a junior, and I went up to my local course in Alnwick, and Steve Watson was on the tee, and I was properly starstruck. I was like, oh my god, because that was, I think, the back end. It might have been, well, I think Dalglish was manager. But yeah, I was like, I couldn't even bring myself to talk to him. I was like, I hid around a corner and I made my mum go and ask him to sign my hat for me. I was like, oh my god. I remember just walking up and being like, standing still and being like, why is Steve Watson on the tee with this group of guys? I was like properly starstruck then. So that was pretty cool. That's probably one of the only times I've been like really like starstruck. And he wasn't like a huge player for us either, but I used to always like him as a player because local lad, and he had those wild throws that he used to do where he used to like do almost a somersault flip when he used to throw the ball in. That was pretty cool. Always remember that's like a core memory. Tukajen, thank you so much for the sub. That's fine. You're always hanging out in the streams anyway, so I really appreciate the support. Coming by, hanging out. It's always great to have you here. Hopefully it isn't a shiny Deoxys gift. You know for a fact it's going to be, right? We'll get this shiny Deoxys and then they'll be like, yeah. Reward for completing Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. Shiny Deoxys. I'll be like, but hasn't John Stone just had a similar thing happen where he's just got the shiny Manaphy from the Ranger quest, and then they literally just dropped the shiny Manaphy from BDSP. And you know, like with John as well, he's probably one of those players that's already got the BDSP decks done. So yeah, it's like, it's so ironic, right? There we go. Tulin Jin, thank you so much, my friend, for the subscribe. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much, my friend. Maybe shiny Eternatus for Sword and Shield. That would be cool. Shiny Kubfu would be a nice one. I was really sad when I think one of the worst decisions about shiny locking all of the legendaries in the Indigo disc was, I was so hoping to get a shiny Urshifu, and yeah, for them locking them, like, yeah. But Urshifu would be a great one. Steve Watson, the dollar manager now, is he? That's wild. That is mad. Not played for a little while, but got some new clubs last year and been itching to get some rounds in. Oh, that's exactly like me, mate. I got my clubs down, and I've got some new just gear. So I'm like, I really want to go and test it out. And there's a few clubs around here, so I don't know which one to join as a member. So I want to go and just play some rounds to get a feel and see which one's the better one, and then hopefully go from there. But yeah, just stuck at the minute. But I guess this time of year as well, it's not the best time to go out and play, unless you're playing like links courses, which are nice and dry pretty much most of the year round. Which I've got none really close to me here. It's typical, isn't it, Archet? Yeah. Luke, yeah, Steve Watson, legend. He scored some banger goals as well. He was like one of those players that could just play in any position. You could put him like anywhere in the park and he would do a job. Great player. Nearly 9k resets, and after a few days they announced the mana fee. That's brutal. It's so brutal, isn't it? And it's like so close from getting it to the event as well. Transferred all the recent shinies of White 2 to X, mainly because I like EV training there. I miss the Pokemon and actually fun mini games. Yeah, the EV trading X and Y is actually really cool. The facility, I like X and Y as games. I know they get a lot of like stick, and there is definitely, when I look back, I didn't feel it at the time, I guess, but definitely looking back, a lot of the stories were just kind of like, or a lot of the stuff that was revealed, not really finished. It was just left. So I guess like that's where it would have been done in like Pokemon Z if we got that, but hopefully ZA kind of patches up a lot of those questions that we have. Yeah, that's so true. Yeah, I feel like if there's like one player that would have their X's complete in most games already, it would be Johnstone, wouldn't it? It would be. I went to the range and still got a hella slice. If it's not one, mate, it's the other. It's the hook or the slice, right? The last time I hit anything was, I did it like a top golf thing. It was actually not too bad. It was, yeah, it was all right. And you're obviously using like their clubs as well, so I doubt we would shiny Eternatus as we had them through GameStop game. And however, maybe Kubfu for DLC 1 and the shiny horse. That's a great idea, yeah, great suggestion. So DLC 1 decks, you get Kubfu. DLC 2 decks complete, you get the Calyrex. Shiny Calyrex is... That would be wild if you did, and then you could only choose one of them. It'd be nice if they did both as the same one. There, do you use GB Operator? I'm actually got one so I could record my hunts, and it's awesome. Yeah, I'm actually got the Fire Red running on that right now. I love the GB Operator. It's such a great gadget. It really is. So we've got the Leaf Green running on my Game Boy player on my GameCube, and then we've got the Fire Red on the GB Operator. It just makes like situations like this so much easier to do, like a dual hunt, where most times I'd need 2 capture cards to run like 2 GameCubes, which is just, yeah, not something I really want to do because I don't have the money to like invest in another GameCube, Game Boy player and all that. It's so expensive. But yeah, the operator is a great workaround for it. Do you think they will do Shiny Mew for Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee? It would make sense, wouldn't it? I think that would be a nice one to do because it's... You know, the only way you can get Shiny Mew legitimately is... I mean, you've got the 8F underflow glitch, which is a glitch in the original Red, Blue, Yellow games. And then you've got the mystery gift in Emerald, which you still have to hunt it in those games. So I feel like a Shiny Mew would be a really good gift, wouldn't it? I do wonder if they'll do Shiny Deoxys as well with something, but I guess we've probably got like loads more games lined up down the next few years where they're going to have these little rewards. I'd love them to do an operator for the DS and 3DS games as well. I'd love to see something like that. I think that would be such a good thing to have. Whether or not we'll ever see anything like that, I don't know. Is there an easy way to get multiple Master Balls in BDSP? I'm considering shiny hunting there, but only use Master Ball for shiny Arceus. I'm not too sure about Master Ball or getting extra ones. I know there's the Lotto in is it the Radio Tower where you can do the daily lottery, and I think you've got a small chance of getting a Master Ball if your Pokemon's IDs match up with the lottery number. Outside of that, I'm not really too sure what the ways are. But yeah, I'm in the same boat as you where I've got one Master Ball, and I think Professor Oak traded me that Master Ball, and I need to keep it for the Arceus because I can't go into that hunt and not have a Master Ball. Oh, you can get a shiny Mew in Pogo. Man, I'm like 2 years deep with that quest, and I'm still not done with it. What are the odds for Deoxys? Full odds, so 1 in 8,192. So big odds. Way over 2 times odds though now. Which I didn't think we'd get here, but here we are. Here we are. And maybe today is the day we do it. Maybe not. But we can't. I've made it a thing. So I have to get this hunt done before Pokemon Day, because it would be a full year of this hunt if we're still going on Pokemon Day. We need to be done with it. I'm bailing on work again today, just calling in now. I'll be lurking and back in after the kids are off to school. It's 16C this morning. Nice. And we are buried in snow. Buses up. 16C. I'm reading that as like not. That is cold, mate. Yeah. We are buried in snow. Buses are cancelled. Chilly. Mate. Safe journey getting the kids to school and stuff. And we'll catch you in a little bit, mate. 16C. If we say 16 degrees, like I would say 16 degrees Celsius here, which is quite a nice temperature, but it's not. Not over there. That's chilly. No way, Mr. Holbrook. They've announced it. Are you actually kidding? DS operator? No way. Marcus, good morning, mate. How are you today? Hope you're well. Professor Oak's got all the Master Balls. Haven't played Pogo in years. Did some quests and got a shiny Celebi. Caught me soft guard. Shiny Celebi's nice. I think I got that one. So I've got the quest for the Mew. I think there's another quest for another shiny as well on there that I can do, but they're gonna take ages to do. I need to I think I need a Moltres and an Articuno and a Dragonite. No, I don't know if I need a Dragonite, but yeah, there's those 2 that I need. So oh, I'm back. Did some solo battles to open 2 packs plus the 2 free one. Nice. Got 2 Glade EX, a Darkrai EX, and most importantly a Leafeon. Nice, mate. That's awesome to hear. Congrats on the pulls. Can't remember where I saw it, but yes, I'm 99% sure they're working on something else now, but next project is a DS operator of sorts. Yes. That is epic. DS operator would be the dream. It would be the dream, wouldn't it? That's so cool. That is very cool. The DS operator. I wonder if they'll do like an all-in-one with the GB operator, DS operator after it's been out a little while. So they do like a combined system where you can just plug multiple things into one system. That's wild. So Soggy, how are you doing, mate? You got both new immersive cards this morning. That's wild, mate. Congrats. So nice. Great cards. I got no immersives from the packs that we opened, but we got some nice pulls. We got a full art Cynthia, which was good. So just need the new Eevee art and Glaceon. Yeah, this is so nice. I tell you what, you know, the Prismatic Evolutions set, I love all the evolution cards, like the secret rare arts, but I don't even know if I'm going to open any more of that set. I feel like I'm kind of done with it because of the pull rate's been so hard, and just buying those cards is just, especially that Umbreon, that's not going to happen. They've done a SNES operator also, I believe. Have they? That's cool. That's very, very cool. SNES operator. Man, that... How big is that? Because the cartridges for a SNES cartridge are pretty chunky. Catching the OG 151 is just the start of the shiny Mew. I thought that would be the bulk of it. Wait till you have to do 151 field research and catch thousands of Pokemon. Also, there's more to do. Are you joking? I literally thought that was like all I had to do now and I'd be finished. Why do they make it so hard? It's like a paid event. Like, it shouldn't be that difficult to do. I feel like I've paid my money, so the event itself should be, you know, I feel like the research is like more difficult than like actually just shiny hunting it in Emerald, you know? Just why? Niantic, do you do this? Power, I don't play the physical TCG, but I would love to get the evolution cards because they're so pretty. They only don't cost an omelette. Yeah, that's the problem. Even getting like the Hidden Fates ones where they're full art like shiny evolutions, they're like so expensive to pick up. No, but yeah, all the evolution cards, like Evolving Skies. I mean, even raw, like the illustration rare evolution cards, they're just crazy expensive. Even the lowest price ones are still like $200-300. It's absolutely nuts. Sitting on 500 plus hourglasses here, ready to open 20 packs of each set. I'm afraid to do it because once it's over, it's over. Oh, 500 plus hourglasses. That is the play. Jonah, you're gonna have I know what you mean. It's like, it's so sad because you want to just keep going and keep pulling, and it's a pretty big set, so there's a bunch of things that you'll probably miss even with that amount of packs, but it will be awesome doing it. Just savor it when you do it, you know? You could split it over like a few days. You could do like 20 packs today and then do 20 packs tomorrow. Like stagger it out, you know? CK, how are you doing, mate? I hope you are well. I'm doing good, mate. Send in some shiny luck. Thank you so much, my friend. I appreciate it. We definitely need it. My only venture into physical TCG was back when I was a kid, when my uncle gave me a pre-built Team Rocket deck. Wow, that's cool. That's gone back a little while. Physical grass combo with the dark Kadabras and stuff. That is awesome. Such a throwback. And we're getting that Rocket set coming out this year as well. I think it's like a summer release, maybe. So that set, that's gonna be Journey Together is already gone bananas, and then the Rocket set's just gonna, yeah, be incredibly difficult to get a hold of. Team Rocket though, love it. Completed it last week. Finally caught my Taurus in November when I was in the States. So it took me like a further 2 months with a Pogo Plus. Wow. That's just so nuts that it took that long. Nice that you've got it though, mate. Are you keeping it in Pokemon Go or are you going to trade it into home? TCG Pocket made me curious about the physical TCG again, but the latest Japanese set has been a nightmare to get here too, so I think I'll just stick with Pocket. There's almost a part of me that feels like that because like the Journey Together, I think the booster boxes, Japanese booster boxes of Journey Together are over $100, which just seems like nuts. But the whole hobby at the minute, I think, is just going, it's just at an all-time high, isn't it? People are just paying crazy. Scalpers are like, obviously the demand's there, and then the scalpers, it's just a really bad situation. And there's just doesn't seem to be the amount of reprints that are needed to meet the demand, which is just forcing the prices just to go crazy. So I'm a little bit like you, where I'm like, I feel safer in Pocket and feel like I don't have that like neggy vibe I have with TCG sometimes. Nathan, thank you so much for the subscribe. Thanks for joining the stream if you are here with us. I hope if you are, you can stick around and see the shiny Deoxys when it pops up. I'm doing 4 to 5 packs a day just to save at the moment. That's also a really good way to do it, yeah, because I feel like once you've done like about 5 to 6 packs, you're kind of at that point where you're like, that's a good amount, and you can just keep that going. That's a really good way to do it. Hi, there are glitch for Pokemon Violet active. I think there are still no, none of the duplication. Anything duplication related in these games is always patched out, unless you've got like the earlier versions of the game and you haven't done the updates. Then you'll be able to do the glitches and that. But like for other glitches, I think, yeah, anything in Scarlet and Violet will have been patched with the latest updates. So you're doing step 1 of 3, catching the 151. The next step isn't too bad. Step 3, spin 151 Pokestops, 151 research, walk 151 kilometers and catch 1,510 Man, I'm gonna be doing this for the next like 5 years, I swear. Why did I ever start the research? Mr. Holbrook, the hobby is not a hobby anymore. I stopped collecting because of it. It's a shame. I enjoyed doing going to tourneys and then opening boxes. Right now it's pointless. I feel a little bit the same. I got burnt out with Celebrations. I've said it before. I think when the ultra premium collection for Celebrations dropped, and just the situation then, that was probably when I was like, yeah, I'm not doing that anymore. And there's occasionally like I buy some products and stuff like that, like the Prismatic Evolutions. I got an ETB of that, but I'm not going crazy with things. And I'll pick up singles and stuff now and again, but nothing crazy, because the prices are just so wild. And I feel like I lost a little bit of the love for it when that situation arose. Duplication in Sword and Shield still active, pretty sure. Duplication in Sword and Shield? What, you can duplicate in Sword and Shield? I don't know, can you? I can't ever remember duplicating in Sword and Shield. Like, unless that's just part of my brain with that memory is just gone. I can't remember that we could do that in Sword and Shield, but there might have been. It wouldn't surprise me if there was. I'm just weird. It's strange that I don't have that recollection. Which isn't wrong. The hardest part of the special research is getting to the platinum medal for your Kanto decks if you haven't completed it yet. Not looking forward to it. Definitely not. How do they oh man, like, fair play to all of you, everyone that has complete that and got the shiny Mew. I mean, you've like had to work so hard for it. Just watch your pack opening earlier in the stream. That was some great luck you had. So lucky, weren't we? Like, we didn't get any immersive cards or anything, but I literally cannot complain. I think we got some amazing pulls. Incredible pulls. Yeah, Yeah, even in Japan, the Japanese boxes for Journey Together go for triple what the retail price should be. Shop lotteries and stuff are so popular, your odds are really low. Yeah, that's a nice thing, I guess, in Japan as well. They do have way better methods of preventing like scalping. Although it's going to be like impossible to stop completely, but the prices of boosters, yeah, because I was saying just a minute ago, Journey Together, I think that they're over $100 when they're like literally normally like about $35, $40 retail price, which is just nuts. Draconified, I have 92 shiny alpha Pokemon. That is wild. 92. I always think as well with these like dex completions, these rewards, they should have like an extra special reward if you complete the decks, the shiny decks for those games. I mean, that would be wild, wouldn't it? Only what's scalping. So it's pretty much buying like essentially buying the product at retail cost, and then because of the FOMO at the moment with that particular product, you're buying it up because there's a shortage of it anyway, so people are like hoarding it and then selling it for like double, triple the price, and just, yeah, making people that want it just spend money unnecessarily. But you know, happens all the time with like loads of stuff. But I always feel with like the lotteries that they do in Japan with things, and like they have ways to kind of like mitigate it slightly. Andrea, thank you so much for the sub, and if you're joining the stream, I hope you enjoy it with us today. Hopefully we can get the shiny Deoxys sometime soon. I'm gonna probably keep mine in Go. Did the 8F glitch in Pokemon Blue, so I got a shiny Mew in Violet now. That's awesome, mate. Yeah, and it makes sense. Like, you work so hard for it in Go to get it, just to keep it there. You get a shiny Arceus third kit. My latest shiny alpha was a static Licky. That's awesome. Nice. Like I was saying at the start of the stream, when I was like finishing up a few of the decks, mons that I needed for the PLA decks, I went to hunt the shiny alpha Crobat, and that was shiny when I found it, which was wild. So I was like not expecting it. I was so confused because I was like, that looks shiny. Because of the lighting in the cave where it was, I was like, I'm pretty sure that's shiny. And then I encountered it and it was shiny. Because I didn't have the sound on, so I couldn't hear the shiny jingle. Barnett Prime, how are we doing today, my friend? I'm doing good. Hunt is still ongoing, but we will get there. Okay, I'm going to do this reset, and then I'm going to go grab a drink. So I will be like literally 2 minutes, friends, if you don't mind hanging tight. Unless this is the shiny Deoxys, and if it is, we have to get it. Maybe I go get a drink before we get it. It's not. Okay, so friends, I will be right back. Sit tight. I will be literally not even a minute. There we go. We need that one. We're here. Thanks, friends. Right, get back to it. Let's see. Can we get it anytime soon? 17k and still no shiny yet. Are we certain this encounter isn't locked? I'm definitely with you on that doubt. It's not locked. It definitely is available. It's just being so stubborn. Draconified, you got yours 2082 soft resets. Oh, that is the dream right now for us. This Deoxys is just forever orange. It sucks that the majority of the shiny mythicals you get in Pogo aren't even meta relevant for the raid or for PvP. I think only one that was useful was Zarude, being a top tier grass raid attacker. Yeah, it's kind of like, it is sad because you think like it would be a really good place for them to just make them meta, you know, so they could be on stream a lot more. Redbeard, how are you doing, mate? I hope you're all well. I haven't said hello, but I hope you're doing good. Having a great day, mate. It's got to happen today. That's got to happen today. I feel like we've had good pulls in TCG Pocket earlier on in the stream, although it might feel like we're using all our luck there. Just have a feeling. I was going to say this because the hair has been cut and donated now, so I'm like, was the hair the gatekeeper for the Deoxys? Now we've cut it all off, we don't have that, and now Deoxys can be freed. We can get it. Is this just some weird like convoluted line of thought where I'm like trying to make sense of us going on and on and on with this hunt? It's gonna happen sooner or later. Riley, good to see you, mate. How are you doing today? It's going good so far, mate. It is. Still here though. No shiny Deoxys just yet, but we move on. We keep going. Oh, the shiny Alpha Crobat. Wow, that was 2082 soft reset. Sorry, I thought you were talking about the Deoxys. I apologize. That is a lot of soft resets. 7 phases of Golbat. Oh, that is brutal. I feel bad now just saying that I just randomly wandered up to it and it was shiny. I couldn't believe it. Maybe I used all my shiny luck up on the stream on Tuesday because we got 2 shinies while we were trying to complete the decks, and then off stream I got that shiny Alpha Crobat, which was peak. Are the 2 forms of Deoxys version exclusives, or is it random for which one you encounter? So it is the attack form in Fire Red. It will always be locked to that, and then it will always be the defense form in Leaf Green. You can then trade them to Emerald and get the item to change them, I believe, but I'll be trading them up to Scarlet and Violet where you can get the item to do that anyway. Redbeard, you donated it. Nice. How long did it end up being? How short now? It's this short now. So I literally have 0 hair now. And the hair I donated was 8 inches in length. So it had to be a minimum of 7. And there was only like a small band, which was like right at the back here at the bottom, that was like 5 inches. So that wasn't, I couldn't donate that. And I was not willing. I don't think I could have like gone any longer with it. I feel like I was ready. Yeah. Rip the cornrows. I know, mate. Maybe next time. Maybe 2026 is the year of the cornrows. Draconified. I'm hoping for you, because you saying you don't have these games, that we get them ported to the Switch. That would be absolutely epic if we do. Getting that David Beckham look going. Yeah. Although Beck's probably pulled it off way better than what I can. But it's weird. It's weird not having long hair now after like battling with it for like a year. And I feel like it was a battle. Yeah, it's the only Beckham look I haven't done yet. Yeah. So the cornrows, it has to be the next one. Maybe that's what we do next. I still stand by, I would not suit it. And Bex definitely would pull it off better than what I do. This is the wrong on the next stream. Don't tempt me, Rich. that summons a shiny Deoxys, I'm willing to make the sacrifice. Plan to go for shiny Alpha Ninetales in PLA. That's a nice one to go after. My Regigigas hunt is on pause for the hunt for the shiny Manaphy. 1,170 soft resets. Reconified. I hope you manage to get it soon. I really do. It's such a great hunt to do. Even though it's available in like BDSP now with the Dex completion, I still think that hunt still holds up, you know? I know, Rich. I remember that as well. I was so young at the time. I remember being like, it's a big deal. The Beck Mohawk. Maybe if I do all the hairstyles and get like snapshots of all of them and then send them a letter. And then I'll get a restraining order against me. Like, I'm your biggest fan. I like all your hairstyles. Come on, Deoxys. Redbeard, congrats. It's great accomplishment. I've been growing mine long since COVID. Couldn't keep up with the regular barber appointments. Just been getting occasional trims the last few years. 22 in now. Wow, mate. That's what the one thing I regret last year, and it probably was. It shouldn't be anything I regret, because when I was going to Worlds, I was like, I need to get, because it was getting so bushy around the back. I was like, I get a maintenance trim, which I think I would have been able to probably, like, if I'd left it till now, it would have been a bit longer, which might have been better for the donation. But I think at the time it was like the right thing to do. But I kind of wish, I do regret going and getting a maintenance trim. I should have just let it grow. But kicked a child, I know, right, mate? Yeah. He always got it in the net. He always had a hard time though, Bex, didn't he? Always. Still does now, I think. Poor Bex. Farlane, I plan to go for shiny Alpha Ninetales in PLA. So I have an Alpha I caught legitimately on my own. As you know, I have shiny Alpha Ursaluna I got from a trade. Yes. Good luck with that hunt when you go for it. It's such a nice shiny to go for though. And a quick reset as well, because it's not far to like travel from the fly point to where it's located and then just back and forth. Johnny, how are you doing, mate? Let's see the bald head. Here we go, mate. The light isn't helping, because the light here makes me look like it's like bald there, but it's not. It's not. It's just very short. It's just very short. We'll keep the hat on. There we go. I'm doing good, mate. How are you? How are you doing today? After I finish BDSP decks and get the shiny Manaphy, I'll resume my Regigigas hunt. That's going to be a great one to get as well when you finally get it. Really get that shiny Regigigas. Such a great shiny. I'd love to do that hunt in Sword and Shield. It's probably one of the ones I will go to at some point. Andy, I know, from one extreme to the other. The Rooney luck. Poor Bex, that multi-millionaire. Seriously though. I know, he got it in the neck though so bad, didn't he? From that like really young age, just for being talented, you know. Johnny, thank you, mate. You're too kind. You're too kind. Professor Hawk, that makes me like continues to get crazy footballer haircuts. We should the craziest footballer haircut, I think, which I don't think I could ever do, is remember the Ronaldo, Brazilian Ronaldo, number 9 Ronaldo, played for Barcelona, and he had that whack haircut, and it was like shaved all over, but with just the fringe, literally just the fringe. That is like that's the craziest haircut I've ever seen. You have to get it. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do that one. But like, what was that? How did you even like think of that? Be like, shave it all, I just want the fringe. That's the luck. The half moon 09, yeah. best Ronaldo. Tommy T-Dog, how are we doing? New to the channel. It's great to have you here, Tommy. I hope you're doing good today. And great having you joining us in this ever so long Deoxys hunt that we are doing. Dyed pink like Neymar. I've had pink hair before in the past. So I don't know if I'd want to go back down the pink route. The only soft reset hunt I completed was Shiny Rain Emerald. That's still like, I think one of the top hunts to do. If there's ever like a soft reset hunt to do, it has to be that one, CK. So you've definitely got one of the top 5 hunts I think that you could do. It took like 4 weeks or so because it was dedicated like 2000 and then thought I can't quit now. Do you know how many resets it took in total? That's wild though. That's awesome. Corey, good morning. How are you doing? I hope you're doing great today, and thank you so much for the good luck. All these good lucks you keep sending me, chat, they've got to power this Deoxys just to turn yellow soon. This one though. It was a phenomenon in Brazil at the time. All the kids had it. I saw funny, like it was like a TikTok where it was like a guy going into a barber's and saying, can I have the Ronaldo haircut? And that's what they give him. And he was like, not that Ronaldo, C7. And he was like, the one that goes Sue. And the barber was like, sorry, too late. Thank you for the sub, Tommy. I really appreciate it. The support, and I hope you enjoy the stream and the content if you digest any of it. Not too far from 3 times over odds stupid space virus thing. I know we're not far at all, mate, to be honest. Over halfway now with the fire red. No, not quite, nearly, but yeah, 3 times over odds just feels bad at this stage. Need all 5 Reggies in your party and a strong fight. Yeah, that's the tricky thing, getting the other version exclusive, because you can only have, you need Reggie Drago and Regieleki, don't you, in your party to get the Regigigas Den to appear. If you don't have like both games, it's pretty difficult to get. Do you ever rock the mullet? Do you guys want to see a funny photo? Nah, I don't know if I want to do it. I don't want to do it. Gonna see a funny I got a funny photo of like the partial cut last night. This will be the only time you'll ever see this. This is not going online. Oh man, I look so bad. I look so bad, and it's like the trim is not even clean because it's like where it's been cut, so it's all patchy. Okay, here we go. Are you ready for it? Are you ready for it? You ready for it? Here we go. This is awful. You're gonna get it for a split second. Can you make out the mullet? That's so bad. I don't even know what I look like. I look so bad. There we go. That's the only time that picture will see the light of day. Will be deleted. And this bit of the stream is gonna be cut. For any of you trying to clip it, it's gonna be gone. Nosauce, how are you doing, mate? I hope you're well and having a great day. Great to see you as always. Finally got shiny Regice yesterday at 11,804, so your Deoxys must be today, mate. Congratulations to finally get the Regice. So stubborn it's been. That's awesome to hear. Wait, soft resetting for Ray. You managed to get a shiny Ray while soft resetting. Oh, that's actually true, yeah, because you have to run away from the Ray, don't you? Yeah. What am I talking about? Yeah. Because of the RNG and Emerald. I didn't even think of that until you mentioned it. The soft resets. Riley. It's so bad. Get ready to clip. Lee Hall. I'm not even gonna do an accent to go along with it. Might cause insult to someone. That man in the picture wears a Geordie. He definitely wears a Geordie jumper, Alec. Geordie jumpers. I should have been in that advert, mate. I should have been in the advert. I feel like I've been pulled straight out of like a 1990s Geordie Journo advert and just dropped in the 21st century. It's the worst. It's the worst. I mean, what I expected that to happen. Don't put it on X. Don't do that. Guys, come on. Be kind. Be kind. Can't remember the exact number. I had it written down somewhere, but lost it when I moved. I believe it's somewhere around 4,000. That's not too bad. Geordie jumpers. Thank you, Sir Soggy. It's probably a good move not using X. I need to move over to Blue Sky. I really do. X is... There's just lots of like really good football accounts that I follow on there, and I'm like, I don't think they're over on Sky Blue, so it makes me stay there just for that. It's like annoying. But there's a few accounts that are like really good tactical accounts, and they talk a lot of sense, and I really like reading their takes on things, and it keeps me on there. But the rest of it's turgid. I've got a feeling that 18,221 is going to be the one. Less than 200 to go. Mate, I hope you're alright. I really do. That'll be the magic number. Right, let's sync these up. I felt like 10,000 being someone who was super impatient. I know that feeling, mate. I've got the same feeling with the... I'm doing Aerodactyl in Sword and Shield at the minute, and that is just becoming... I am feeling exactly like that with that hunt, because I am way over odds. And I made the decision to go into that game because the odds were better, rather than staying in Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, where I have like 30 old Ambers that I got from Cerulean Cave, and I'm like, was it the right idea to do? And I feel it's like the wrong idea, but who knows? Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee might have taken a lot longer. Probably would have. Less than 100, I can math. I was telling people on my course America about Geordies being immune to the cold, except Lee, showing them a sketch of Geordies in the South Pole. It's true though, it's true. Geordies are immune to the cold. I feel like I've lost my immunity though since moving away. And it's weird, I was when I was coming back from Birmingham, I got a cab across to Paddington when I got into London, and I was talking to the cab driver about that, because he was like, yeah, people in Newcastle are just have no, they just don't feel the cold. And I was like, I know, it's weird. I was like, I've lost that immunity though. I get really cold now. Like anytime I go up there, even in the summer, I'm like, it's pretty chilly today. I need to wrap up. It's bad. Yeah, Johnny, I'm a bit like you with that, mate, as well. James, my ex account is just filled with shiny hunters. Finding shiny Romas more than me makes me think I'm just unlucky. And almost a year. Mate, we're both in the same boat. I know, I see it all the time. I'm like, oh man, all these posts, it's like shiny, shiny, shiny. And you're like, is it my turn to put a post up? I gave up hunting Dracovish and Sun Shield. I wonder if there's any of the seed bots where you can find your seed for your den, and then you can do the date skip to move the seed along in the den to get the shiny. Because Dracovish you can get in dens in the Crown Tundra, I think. So you could do it there. I remember doing the shiny hunt for a shiny Dracovish years ago. But you need the seed bot. You need the bots to tell you your seed. So you send it a Pokemon after you've caught it from the den, and it'll tell you how many advances you need to make. Yeah, I'd agree, Rich. Definitely has, I think. 18 right. Minus 18 right now, just in my hoodie. Lovely day for a walk here in East Canada. -18. Mate, I'm getting cold just even thinking about that. I remember being in London in February and it was like 15 degrees. People walking around with heavy coats. There's me in a shirt. I'm not even in plastic. Jordy. I love that, mate. Not even a plastic. My god, I forgot the Sword and Shield fossils you reset for makes sense. You can breed them, but man, it's gonna be annoying. Yeah. Dracovish, the crew. I think, what was the other one I got? I think I got 2 of them shiny from the raid dens. But yeah, I miss the Sword and Shield fossils. So I hope in Gen 10 we get a new set of fossils. We're bound to. I think not getting any really in Scarlet and Violet. We should get some new fossil Pokemon. Gen 10. They may hunt way more than I can. If that's true as well. You don't know how many, like, how consistently they're at it as well, James. I always make that excuse. I'm like, yeah, they're probably doing nothing but hunting all day, every day. So Soggy, does it make you feel any better that my Deoxys went at 18,450? Yes, it does, mate. It does. It means that we're both... I've got a little way to go. Well, I've kind of surpassed it between the 2 games, but a little way to go on Leaf Green. So if we get to around that number, I'd be happy. It's just crazy, isn't it? When you, like, in comparison to, like, you know, when other people approach the hunts and they get it, like, in maybe like even a couple of thousand soft resets, they get it, or in like the low hundreds, you know, like, how are we going 3 times over odds with it? But it's just, it is what it is, I guess. It is what it is. The journey's been fun along the way. In Yakutsk, I don't even know how I'm pronouncing that. I'm so sorry. Sedenchik. Phonetically. -40 though. I don't even think I've ever experienced a temperature like that. My runaway luck in Emerald is insane. Got the entire weather tree and a total of 2,356 runaways. So I'm thinking Mew might go over odds. I feel like that's how the Deoxys went for myself. I'm hoping it doesn't go that way for you. I hope the luck continues. It might be just the lucky game. Technically -17 feels like -26. Do love fossils. We get too few of them. I want literal separate decks for fossils. Do you reckon we'll eventually have enough fossils where we will have a fossil decks? 140 Premier Balls would make sweat bullets. Learning how RNG works in Pokemon is really interesting, but once you know, it's hard to get out of your mind when hunting, wondering if just missed the shiny frame by a million. I know, I always think that. Always think like, are we gonna hit the shiny frame now, or have we just literally missed it? I always think that when I'm doing the soft resets, if I pause for a minute or do something else, I'm like, were they the frames if we just continued where the shiny would have been? The Deoxys is just scared at this point. Miss Scott, sketch journal about the hunt, document it for myself. Sketch every day. Be a nice little memory piece to have along with it, and then you can frame it along with a picture of the shiny when you finally get it. Yeah, I think like the Premier Balls, probably what I would use to start with, and then the Master Balls, the last resort, so we know we're not ever going to miss the Deoxys. Which we've got a Master Ball in both games. Aaron, we are getting the Deoxys in the next 5. If we do, mate. That's true, Johnny. We'll have like a mini dex, mini fossil dex. It could be faster with the resets though. I'm just so worried. I said it on Monday's stream. Like I feel like I need to let the Deoxys come full into focus before I reset. I'm so scared at this point of like looking at the silhouette saying it's not yellow like here and resetting and then resetting over the shiny. Especially if I get into that kind of like muscle memory of doing it, then I think it's dangerous. Especially on these numbers. Got any source for the global challenge? I've got one team that I was looking at maybe playing, but I'm still not really, I'm not sure what I want to play. It was a Miraidon team though. It was Electric Seed Miraidon with Iron Treads. And what other stuff did I have in there? Oh, and Thunderous Therian as well. So I was like, do I play that? I built it a while ago. I'd probably change a few spreads on things. But I'm not sure if I want to play Miraidon, to be honest. I think it would be out of Groudon, Miraidon, Kyogre, Kali Ice or Kali Shadow. One of those 5 is the restricted I would like to use, but I'm really not sure. Like, I like the idea of Kyogre, but I'm not convincing myself. Like, Kyogre, Tornadus, Urshifu stuff just feels like it's pretty straightforward. It'd probably be quite good to use in the global challenge because it's just strong. It's quite quick to set up as well, and there's good lines of support between just those 3, and then have like the other 3 to kind of finish off the team, you know. But I can't make my mind up, mate, and I've got to do it today. So yeah, I think I'll go with Kali Shadow, Moon Wheezing. Without Dozo, people will prepare for the Dozo. Yeah, that's not a bad shout, mate. I think Wheezing, just Kali Shadow's just strong on its own, especially with Roaring Moon in there as well. Ariana, I had 220 luxury balls and a master ball just in case for Arceus, but fortunately only needed 15. That's nice. Brilliant with Spore and False Swipe did its job. That's awesome to hear. That's the sad thing about these games. I've not got like any False Swipe user or any Spore user, I don't think, in either to kind of start to mitigate what the Deoxys is going to do. But if I complete the Hisui deck on home but not PLA to get the shiny Enamorus, yes, I think you do. Yeah, you still get it because it's just completing it in Pokemon Home, not in the actual game itself. So it doesn't matter if you complete it in game or not. This stage, the paranoia starts to set in about everything. The amount of times I've seen the blue, the male symbol next to the Zangoose, and my brain goes, that was shiny. Drives me nuts. Me too, mate. There's so many times, and I get that like little adrenaline spike, a tiny adrenaline spike a lot when we've been doing this stream recently, where I look at the silhouette and almost convince myself that it's yellow for just a split second, and that adrenaline spike happens, and then it comes into focus and it's orange, and I'm like, why am I doing this to myself? I'm driving myself nuts. I hate it though. Yeah, the clip in check is just the peace of mind, isn't it? Man, if you couldn't do that, if you couldn't clip it to go back and check, you would just drive yourself nuts, I feel. Yes, Rich. So I've got some videos planned for next week on it. I was gonna do them this week, but I think with everything that's dropped and news and that, it's kind of like put me a little behind. But I should have at least 2 videos next week on the channel, and then I'm gonna start working on the general guides for it as well, because I feel like just for a basis, it would be good to have those on the channel that people can go back to. So yeah, over the next few weeks, you should see a lot more content on there. Probably going with Kieran White team. Kieran White. I love it. I love it. Like, I always look when I'm on Showdown Builder, I always like sort by base stat total. Kieran White and Kieran Black are always at the top of that list, and I think, how can I get these two working into a team? I think they've got a lot of potential, especially with Terastallization. I think they're such good picks, you know. Won't be asked building a Shadow Rider team. Yeah. Jibski, and you'll have a lot more fun as well, I think, with Kieran White than you would with the other. Good luck though with it. You'll have to let us know how you get on over the weekend with it. I like it. I always get scared as well when I see Kieran White in team preview, I think. gonna be a tough match. Yeah, Weezen's in a great position, I think, right now. James, maybe the doubt stage of the shiny hunting should be paranoia stage. Yeah, I think maybe you're right. The paranoia. Doubt and paranoia at the same time. Johnny, didn't you soft reset a shiny ultra wormhole? Was it? Yeah, Entei. So I soft reset over Entei and I ran away from shiny Raikou. Both painful. And more recently, which I'll have out in a video soon, but I'll tell you the story anyway. So I was shiny hunting Mewtwo in Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. And which regional was it? I think it was Stuttgart. So it was recently. So I was soft resetting for Mewtwo in my hotel room, resting my ankle because I'd not long done it, so I wasn't venturing out. And I finally got shiny Mewtwo, and I was like, brilliant. And then because it's been such a long time since I've done any of the legendary hunts in Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, I didn't realize there was a timer for the battle. And I had to beat the Mewtwo or the legendary within a set amount of time, otherwise it runs away. So I'm being super casual about this, get my phone out, take some videos, take some photos, and like ignore the fact that there's a timer on the screen running down. I don't know why I didn't clock it or didn't remember. So I'm battling the Mewtwo with my own Mewtwo, and the battle just suddenly ends, and then the text bubble comes up saying Mewtwo fled into the cave and it's gone, and I'm like, oh my god. Then realize that there's a timer and I had a time limit, and I'm full of regrets. So then I had to go and hunt the Mewtwo again in that game because I had to get it from that game. So that was pretty brutal. Also, you got a VG channel up. What's it called? It's called Osirus VGC. There's only one video on there at the minute, but I just made the decision last week to get it up, put one video out so it's there, and then I can start working on it when I've got a bit of time over the next few months. So, and hopefully start to get a good consistent flow of content on that channel, which is going to be a lot of fun. So it's out in the wild now, but I think just making the step to get it up, put a video up, just kind of forces me to be like, let's not put this off and put this off to get like that perfect content every time that I would love to do. I think just get content up on it and start making it an actual channel. No, I haven't put an announcement out about it, Johnny. I did say last week when I mentioned it on stream that I was gonna not really talk or make an announcement about it until there was a good amount of content on there, because at the minute there's only a video talking about the global challenge that's happening this week. So it's literally, it was just a step I took to be like, okay, get the channel up because I want to do this, get a video up, and then it's like started, so I can be like, right, let's start working on this, which I'm doing now, which is I think a good thing. So I'm looking forward to putting more content on there. Well, meanwhile, is this the only way to get shiny Deoxys? Not other version. Yeah, so this is the only game that you can shiny hunt Deoxys in, other than Pokemon Go, which I think you've been able to hunt recently for shiny Deoxys, but main series title Deoxys is the only one, and it's a mystery gift event that you have to get a ticket to take you to Birth Island to be able to hunt it. But yeah, as it stands, the only way to get shiny Deoxys. You should have put an announcement out. I feel like I've missed on something important. No, you haven't, mate. I was going to announce it at a later stage. So I think when I had some like good substance with the video content on there, like when I had about 5 or 6 videos, I probably would have put a little message out. Thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate that. I really do. Brian, good morning, mate. How are you doing? I hope you're well. So like it's like quiet on that channel now because it's a new channel, but I will start to get a good flow of content up on there in the near future. But I just had to make the dive into doing it. So that was pretty much why I've done it, and just put a video up, and then I will start working on content, because otherwise I'm just going to talk about it and like put it off, and other things will come up. Whereas if I just put the channel art on there, got it set up as a channel, got a video on there, it means I feel like now I want to start working on it, you know. It should just be, if you search, you probably search Osirus VGC and it won't come up. If anyone's got a link to it, then they can drop it in the channel for Olio. Thanks for the kind member of your Discord. I was able to get the shiny Manaphy in home. Brian, that's awesome, mate. Congrats, you've done it. Never need to go into BDSP ever again. And do it. That's awesome, my friend. Oh, I've still got so many Pokemon to do for that dex. It's gonna take a while, but I don't mind doing it. The reward is 100% worth it. And then I'm gonna do the Sword and Shield dex and the Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, which I don't think the Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee one will be that difficult to do. Probably don't have that many Pokemon to get from that game, so I think Tawny runs are probably going to be majority of like the battle video stuff, so that'll be a bit like what Wolf does, because I love the way that Wolf breaks down. He'll not be that Wolf style, but there'll be kind of like my own take on it, I guess. But I want to do Tawny runs on it, I think, and then obviously team analysis stuff as well, and obviously news and any updates and things that are relevant that are going on. Meta trends is definitely something I want to do frequently, because I think that's quite important, especially coming up to events and things like that, like teams and archetypes to watch out for, things to be aware of that are picking up popularity in the format at the minute. Like casting a lot, I always have to kind of try and keep up to date with where the format is anyway, so it feels like they'd be easy videos to do. So that's kind of the idea at the moment for there. Just want to make it a little bit different from the stuff that's out there at the moment, and kind of make it still stuff that people would want to watch and get some sort of benefit from as well. Thank you, Johnny. Thank you, Mr. Holbrook. Yeah, appreciate the support, everyone. You're too kind. So yeah, I think some guide content on there as well, from like basic level up to like hopefully a more advanced level, that will be beneficial, that are kind of like evergreen content that is always going to be useful, like team building, EVing, like the fundamentals of all that stuff, and like I guess the different levels of EV training, and like how to do it properly, and how, and like things to do as well to not do it optimally as well, you know. So lots of different things that can choose, dip in and out of. Right, Dad, how are you doing, my friend? I hope you are well and having a great start to your day. New channel, new VG channel, just come up in chat. I haven't announced anything because I was gonna wait till there was a good amount of videos on there before I did, because it feels a bit barren over there at the minute. But there is a new channel that I'll be working on as well, but just for competitive Pokemon. Is it living dex you have to do to get the shiny? Basically. So BDSP dex, the Sinnoh dex is 150 Pokemon only. So it's not the full. So I feel like the Sinnoh dex in BDSP is more than that, but it mustn't be. The 40th on there, so you beat the record, mate. You beat the record. I appreciate it though, man. Thank you so much. And hopefully the content will be good going forward. Took 28 hours to play Let's Go from the start to finish. The whole Pokedex, definitely one of the easier ones to do in it. Yeah, that's not bad at all. To finish the entire dex and the game in that amount of time, that's really good going. Any day now, Denzel. Yeah, Mellow Yellow, Extraterrestrial. Brian, I wish I had the channel link, because it doesn't have its own, its custom link now. It's still just like a jargon of letters and numbers. Tob, I'm starting to believe the alien never existed. All in our crazy imagination. I know, right? And everyone that's got it ever before in these games has just used some firmware. They've hacked it in, give themselves a chance to. They've unlocked it, but I just fail to ignore that. And it's never gonna shine. Just realized you're on like 122k subs now. Didn't you pass 100k like 6 months ago? Growth is great to see. So we got 100k subs Christmas Day last year, 2024. So that was pretty amazing, to be honest. So it's been pretty slow this year in comparison to the year before, which was just crazy growth, but I think it's understandable because we've had like no Pokemon content, no Pokemon games or anything for a whole year, so it's been pretty sparse for being able to do content and stuff like that. But it's amazing. I feel very, very, very privileged for the support the channel gets, so it's all thanks to you guys, of course, as well. So I do not take a single one for granted. These shiny Pokemon distributions are one way of incentivizing people to complete their Pokedexes in home. Yeah, I know. Corey, going forward in any new game now, I'm going to be like, okay, I am going out my way to make sure I catch 2 of everything, or 3 if it's a 3-stage evolution. So I'm like, I've got it for the Dex. Living Dex is what I'm doing in any new game, just to be like, I can save myself time in the future. Trade it all into home and be like, okay, we're done with it now. Where's the rewards? Using shorts to have spotlights on individual Pokemon seems cool too. Yeah, that's a really good idea. This is really booming. He runs moves like these partners at EVs. Yeah, because there's like, I think really a handful of like standard EV spreads that you're always going to see on most Pokemon. I mean, some Pokemon have like a lot more leeway than others, but the majority of things like Rillaboom, you're going to have your offensive one, you're going to have a more defensive one. So yeah, they're pretty easy to cover and really good to know as well. Like when you know the general speeds and things that like players will run, so you can creep yours or what ballpark to be in for a lot of things. That's a really great idea. Thank you, Riley, as always. For the Limdex in both games, do they need to be caught in their respective games, or can you catch a bunch in other games? No, that's the only thing. They need to have the origin mark of that game, so it doesn't necessarily mean that you need to catch them. So if you've got anyone that you could trade with that had those Pokemon that were caught in those games, then they would count towards the home Dex. But you can't catch Pokemon from like Scarlet and Violet and put them into home and then be registered under the Sinnoh Dex. They need to have that Sinnoh origin mark to register, if that makes sense. Speaking of casting, I haven't seen you around for a while. Is it your choice, or it's okay you don't want to talk about it? Of course. So the last event I cast was Stuttgart, which was the end of November, start of December. Birmingham I played at, and we'll see if I'll be casting anytime soon or if it'll be a little while. I don't know. I enjoyed playing Birmingham though. It's really lit the fire for me to jump back in to play more. It was about 2 years, I think, the last tournament I played before Birmingham. So I'd like to play some more. Is the Osirus VGC channel? It is, yes, mate, it is. Hopefully we'll have a little more info this time next month coming out, Pokemon Days, so continue to climb. Yeah, I'm excited for the news. Whatever we get, we know we're going to get like ZA news. Imagine if we don't. I say we know we're going to get ZA news. Could you imagine if they totally gaslit us and were like, ended the Pokemon Day presents, and there was nothing about ZA? They're like, that's all for today. We'll see you next year. How are we doing today? I hope you're well. Thanks for hopping in and joining the stream with us all. Don't forget to like the stream, guys. 56 likes with 130 people in here. If you can, drop a like, and thanks for the reminder, Rich. I appreciate it. I hope so, Professor Oak. I do hope so. I really want to go to NAIC this year to play. I really do. I think that's always been like US Nationals back in the day was always a tournament that I like dreamt to go and play at. So NAIC, and there is, I could possibly travel there this year. I guess the only thing that I'm worried about at the minute is like the ZA launch. And if ZA comes out around that time, I probably would, I'll have to not go and play. So I need to try and just hold off a little bit before I make any decisions about anything. See when ZA gets released. That's why I'm hoping on Pokemon Day we get the confirmation of that release date, and then I'll have a better idea if I can maybe wangle a trip to New Orleans in June, I think, when it is, which would be awesome. Because I've only ever played one IC ever before, and that was the very first international championships in Birmingham in like 2017. So I'm like desperate to go and play an IC. Rich, by the way, ZA is cancelled. We're no longer bringing ZA out. That's why we've had no promotional material for the last year. We scrapped the idea. Here's a faithful remake of X and Y instead. You also need the mythicals from BDSP to register in home or not. I think the only ones you need, I think you need Palkia, Dialga, Uxie, Mesprite, and Azelf. So you only need the legendaries, but you need the version exclusives that you don't have in your game as well. So you would have to trade for those, which is a little bit irritating. If they cancel Pokemon Z game for the second time, I think people go crazy. Yeah, there would be riots, mate, wouldn't there? Could you imagine? It's never gonna happen. Never gonna happen, but be like the most devastating news on Pokemon Day. Oh, mate, I wish. I don't know if we'll ever be able to do that. That would be a dream, but Johnny, I don't know, mate. I don't think that'll ever happen. I would be happy with a good run at one though. I think I think because it would be a double. I'm thinking it'll be a double restricted format. I don't know. We haven't had the rules confirmed yet, but I think in full JS Cup as well, it would just probably sway me a little bit more to try and make the effort. Imagine if they pulled. There didn't seem to be any excitement around it, so we scrapped the redesign. That would be hilarious, Radad. Could you imagine? Yeah. There wasn't as much interest in it as we kind of thought. The views on the trailer that we dropped last year weren't what we were expecting, so yeah, we thought we'd pool our resources and put them into something that would be a bit more exciting. So here's a brand new Pokemon Mystery Dungeon game for the Nintendo Switch 2. Petro, how are we doing, mate? I hope you're well. I hope you're good, mate, and having a great day. Great to see you on the stream as always. So Soggy, Burmy is the hardest mon I have left to get for the BDSP decks. It's only from honey trees, right, that you can get it, and you can only get one encounter from each honey tree every day. Am I right in saying it, or is it a bit like the Munchlax where there's only certain trees where it will spawn from and you don't know until, and it's got such a low encounter rate that you just have to keep going back to every tree until you actually get it to know which trees you get it from? I'm just imagining it's like the Munchlax situation, which is brutal. Benny, how are you doing? I hope you're well. Thank you for the like. Appreciate it, my friend. Zia cancelled in the place of BDSP DLC, Alec. Geordie Jumpers. BDSP DLC. Yeah, Game Freak I like. We've looked at the numbers recently. We've seen a huge spike in users playing BDSP. So we feel like there's more reason to do a DLC update for BDSP than launch ZA. Cancel for Sword and Shield 2. Double restricted is where all the curveballs happen. I wouldn't put it past you to take a great finish and get the right call. I think it's all about that right call, isn't it? It really is. some really interesting combinations of like double restricteds as well. You know, it's going to be such a strong format. Be very centralized in a lot of ways, I think, but I think there'll still be a bit of room for innovation. Or breeding. I have Wormadam and Motham already. Okay, so you can just breed it down. That's probably the easier way to do it. How are we doing, mate? Great to see you. My willpower not giving up on the shiny. The shiny gods will eventually reward you. I hope it's today, mate. I hope it is. Great to see you though, my friend. I hope you're having a fantastic Thursday. And Petro finished my Hisu Index yesterday and got the shiny Enamoris. Congrats, mate. Nice job and getting that done nice and early as well. Is it true that the shiny Enamoris has a 31 speed IV locked? So that cannot be anything other than 31. I know Riley mentioned it, but I didn't know if it was confirmed or not. I can catch a Mon in BDSP and move it to Scarlet and Violet to evolve it and still counteract. Yes, that is true. So you can do that. I should actually do that with my Espeon in Legends Arceus because I need Espeon. So I should really transfer it to Scarlet and Violet. Just feed it a bunch of berries and then evolve it. That'd be so much quicker. Weirdy new set pulls have been rough so far. I'm at 1 full art, nothing else from 20 packs. Oh, mate, that is not what I want to hear. Could do with some of your luckily. Sending it now, my friend. Any future packs? You're going to get the immersives. I hope you do, mate. I hope you get some better luck. That is brutal. Good luck getting the shiny. Thank you so much, Benny. I appreciate that. Hopefully we do land on it soon. We need to get shiny on chat. Let's make some rain with this thing. Today is the day. There we go, mate. All the emotes, the shiny power. I've just realized we're gonna get new Dragon Ball tomorrow. Hopefully it's a spicy episode. Does the chat still talk about British food? We can still jump in on the British food chat. Yeah. I've been fasting a lot recently. With not being able to do much cardio or anything, I figured like if I fast, it will kind of be a little bit more beneficial because of my lack of movement. So I've not really been eating like lots of things. I cooked a chili yesterday though. That was good. I feel like it's the first time I've ever cooked a chili in my life and it worked out. It tasted actually like a good chili. I surprised myself. Canned water. I did purchase a water filter recently as well, which has been good since getting it. Feel healthier for that. I watched a test though. I was telling Charlie about this in Birmingham. It's like the most boring thing, but it was like super interesting to me. I was like obsessed with this guy. He did all these tests on like different waters, like bottled water, tap water, and he put like I don't know, like there were like bars into each glass, and like there was obviously a reaction with them, and the water turned, depending on the mineral content and the metals in the water, it would change color. In smart water, I would advise no one ever to drink smart water again. That honestly, at the end of the test, it was the worst one. It was worse than tap water. It was like it turned black like Coca-Cola. It looked grim because of all like the heavy metals in it. I was like, should it be like that? So yeah, not good. Smart water. I always drank that as well because they advertise it. How wrong was I? So you got a full art Cyrus and a Team Galactic also this morning. Nice, mate. That is a banger card. I'd love that one. Congrats on that. I feel like someone could write an academic paper on discussing the correlation between shiny hunting and the gamble as fantasy based on this stream. I think you're so right. This is like a case study right here. I think the last 2 episodes of Dialga were really underwhelming. Yeah, they would like definitely felt more filler episodes, weren't they, than anything else? Which is, I think, not last week's, the week before, when they literally like their spacecraft went down and basically nothing happened for the entire episode, where they just took off at the end of the episode. Was it with the giant, or was that last week's one? I can't remember, but yeah, the last 2 just feel like they have no no relation to what's actually going on. And I think because there's not many episodes left, right? We've only got what, maybe 6 or 7 episodes left in the series. It feels like they're gonna have to squeeze a lot in, or these last few episodes are gonna have to be like bangers, you know. Fill it in so we can get mollywopped with these last couple of episodes. They've got to space out the excitement in order to make the Sparkling Zero releases hype too. That's true. That's very true, mate. I'm very hyped though to see the end of it, but also I would be very sad at the end of it as well, because I'm going to be like, what am I going to do on a Friday now? Been so good this year at cooking. Very proud of myself, as I'm usually very bad at it. Nice, mate. That's great to hear. What have you been cooking recently? Share some dishes that you've been cooking up for double odds. Right. Oh yeah, we're getting close to 3 times, which is over both games at least. Just brutal. Hi Cyrus, it's been a minute. How are you doing, mate? I hope you're good. I'm surprised how long this Deoxys shiny hunt has gone. Kind of insane. Hopefully you get it soon. Thank you, Ray. I really appreciate it. Would make a good statistical problem for a test. Yeah, just a screenshot right now. What question would we ask? Yeah, I think that what metal content did it have in it? But they were like the heavy metals that aren't really that great if you ingest a lot of them. Yeah. I'll try and find the video and share it because it was really interesting. It wasn't a guy like trying to badmouth anything. He distilled all his water. He had like a big old distill system at home, and he was like, I mean, you take a lot of the minerals out of the water that are good for you as well, but you take pretty much everything out, so there's no baddies in there as well, like bacteria or any things that are harmful. And that's what he was doing a test on, all the different like waters. I think Evian, smart water, tap water, and the distilled water. And the distilled water didn't have any coloration at all because it just has nothing in it. It's like its purest form. But yeah, the smart water was grim. Honestly, it was like that to start with, and then at the end of the test, it was as black as this jacket. It was grim. The Evian went like really greeny colored, and the tap water was kind of green as well. But the smart water, I was so surprised at. I was like, oh my god, like I've drank that so much. Hydrogen and oxygen, yeah, they're the two. If you distill your water though, that's supposedly the best way to do it, to have it in its purest form without any nasties in it. We haven't had a shiny week for a while. I think it's coming up again. Riley, should we crown next week as shiny week? I feel like that would be a good decision, because last shiny week we got all the stuff done that we needed to do. But if you transfer a Pokemon from Pokemon Legends Arceus, but it's not your own Pokemon, will you still get shiny? Yes, so you can, as long as the Pokemon that you're putting into home is got the origin mark of the game that it needs it to be from. So Legends Arceus would have the Legends Arceus. It doesn't have to be caught by you. You could have it traded to you and then put it into Pokemon Home. It would still count in your decks. Danny, how are you doing? Great to see you. I hope you're having a great Thursday. Great to have you dropping into the stream today, as always. The weather down in the southwest, it's a pretty nice day. It's like blue skies here. It's cold outside, but it's a nice day. It is a nice day for a change. It's been grim recently, but the weather here today is good. It's just chilly. So otherwise, no complaints. At least it's not raining. So smart water, not so smart. Yeah. I mean, it's made by the Coca-Cola company, so I always thought the smart water was distilled water as well, so you would always imagine it would be like actually decent, but yeah, supposedly not. I mean, this is one video of one channel, but I don't see why this guy would just make this stuff up for no reason. I have an Alpha Ursaluna in LA, but I didn't have to catch it myself. I got it from a trade. That's a nice trade to get though. 5 episodes behind. Red Dad should be up to date by Sunday, however. Nice. Awesome. I love, yeah, the Kitakami mix, Johnny. I love it. One of my favorites. I think Kitakami is probably, like, the Teal Mask, probably my favorite Pokemon DLC that we've had. I don't know what it is about Kitakami. I just loved going there. There was just, it wasn't super big. There wasn't a lot to do there, but I never have a problem going back to Kitakami for anything. Very basic, but what you can do there and just the layout of it, I loved. Had just such a good vibe to it as well. Last week when my baby, what was this? I've just missed that. It's just when my birthday occurred, I believe I obtained roughly 30 or so shiny birthday marked Ralts. Wow, that is wild. That's awesome. Kyle, congrats, mate. And I hope you had a great birthday as well on top of that. Yes, Petro, everyone is welcome to join Shiny Week. January in England sounds so miserable. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty a good description of it. February, for a lot of February, it's like that as well. And then March comes and it starts to get like nice spring. Yeah, probably Professor Oak. I probably prefer it to Crown Tundra. Yeah, Teal Mask is such a peak Pokemon experience. Yeah, I love Kitakami. Everything about it, I think, just had such a good vibe to it. The music, I think Ogopon as well, the Loyal 3. Yeah, it was just solid. Yeah, I agree, Johnny. Right, Dad. We need to get you into the shiny hunting. Which Pokemon game have you finished that you could accessibly get into to shiny hunting? We'll get you involved somehow. I feel like my favorite Pokemon experience have involved areas inspired by feudal old Japan. Johto, Hisui, Kitakami. Yeah, I'm a lot like that, Luke, as well. What happens in Shiny Week? But it's kind of just like a channel thing where the last time we did it, we had like our luck increased exponentially and we got all of the shiny starter Pokemon that we needed from Hot Gold, Soul Silver. We also got 2 shinies in one stream, and the Chikorita, and we got Geodude. So it's like, yeah, the last time we did it, Riley got shinies that they needed. So it's just a self-coin thing. It's not an official thing by any means, but we can maybe make it an official week every year. I guess it's actually the shiny week that we did last year is actually getting close now. So we could almost keep it as that week every year. And do some special hunts that week. I traded a Bidoof named Ralts and traded me shiny Ralts. I evolved Ralts into Curlia and transferred to home and forgot to evolve Curlia into Gardevoir. One of them had 3 perfect IVs and lucky is it. Wow. Timid as well. That's awesome. Yeah, the music in Kitakami, such a win. Was home in England over Christmas for about a month, and I think there were about 2 sunny days. 2 sunny days. Mate, you were lucky. 2. Wow. I feel like this is the first nice day we've had in a while. Like maybe this year. No, that's a lie. We've had decent days, but yeah, we did. Yeah, it's not been great. It's always miserable though. Shiny Pokemon and I have blood feud currently. A feud goes back generations, unfortunately, like the curse of the movie halls. Mate, what a banger movie. That movie is peak. I'm doomed unless I carry someone up a mountain and then eat a lot of raw onions, yeah? And maybe that's the curse. You need to. That's what you've got to do. Got to eat a bunch of raw onions. I live in Toku, Japan. I was hoping Gen 10 would be part of Japan as it hasn't been done yet. That would be absolutely amazing. I would love to see that, honestly. That would be... And it feels like... I know we've had Hisui, but... Hisui's kind of based on Sinnoh, right? So we haven't really, outside of Kitakami, been back to Japan for a long time. I would prefer the next Pokemon game to be based in a Japanese based region. I think that would be cool. I think like there's been so many hints with Kitakami as well recently that could hint that. It would almost be nice to have something close to where Kitakami is located, and then have Kitakami kind of linked to that new area as well. If Gen 10 is, that would be awesome. Shiny week with Dynamax weekend, then that sounds great. Kike Maestro Pokemon, how are you doing? Hope you're good and having a very great Thursday. And thanks for joining the stream with us today. Hopefully you're coming in as we do get the shiny Deoxys. Stig, I'm guessing we should start finishing up the Pokedex for Sword and Shield. I think that's probably the best thing. I was talking about that before, mate. Hope you're doing well as well, Nigel. Great to see you. But yeah, I think after I've done the BDSP one, I think I'm straight away going to do the Sword and Shield just to make sure that it's done. And then on the off chance, let's go Pikachu and Eevee as well. I feel like that's a good one just to have done because it's not a big dex. Shouldn't take too much to do. Makes me remember of G Max. Where is it? Where's the comment gone? Just lost it. There. G Max Machamp raid I found in January 25th of 2022 when I was playing through Sword and Shield DLC, and the first time when I caught it, I was shocked to see it being 6 IV. That's wild. Yeah, that's nice. That's a good. They're good surprises. This was a few days before having Nintendo Switch Online. Nice. I forgot what football team and player do you like most? Football team is always going to be the Toonami. Newcastle United. Football player I like most. What, that plays for Newcastle, or a football player that I like that wish played for Newcastle? My favorite player for Newcastle is probably... It's hard to say because I love the entire squad because I think all of them do a great job. But I'd probably, if I had to pick one, Bruno. But I do like Tonali as well, man. Tonali is a baller. He's so good. So good. Probably one of those two, though. Blue-eyed Venonat, thank you, mate. I appreciate it. Need the moral support. It keeps me going. Ashley, good morning. How are you doing, mate? Happy Friday. Thursday for us, but happy Friday for you, mate. I hope you're doing good, man, and everything with yourself is good. Is it the tournament this weekend or was it last weekend? Actually, just I can't remember which weekend you said. I think you said it was coming up this weekend. I hope I'm right. Gen 10 on the Switch 2 with the new powerful specs. Be able to explore all the regions throughout Pokemon and catch every Pokemon ever with no shiny locks. That would be the dream. Could you imagine if it was every region just one Poke World? I can't see them ever doing that, but that would be the dream, wouldn't it? I think Gen 10 will be pretty epic, whatever they end up doing. It'd be nice. I'd love them to do something like what they did with, you know, Gold and Silver, where they had 2 regions in one game. I'd love that aspect to come back. Gen 10 would be a great one to do it with. Oh, Spiritomb is going to be the end of my sanity in Arceus. Oh, mate. If you've got massive mass outbreaks, though, that's the way to get the Spiritomb. Going to be a lot easier. It's the Daybreak update that they did. My dad, they're going to announce a Let's Go game where the event will be either Shiny Mew, Celebi in celebration of getting all the Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee decks home. You got this. Yeah, that'd be. I think like a shiny Celebi or a shiny Mew. Shiny Mew would be so fitting, wouldn't it? Shiny week was 18th of March. I caught a Galarian Zapdos on that day of it, and you got the double shinies. See, there we go. It is a good week. Maybe we just mark that 18th of March is shiny week. The channel's own shiny week, and we all get boosted shiny luck that week, hypothetically. Ashley's from the future. Johnny, have a great rest of your day, mate. Thanks for coming by the stream and for the kind words about the hair as well. I appreciate it, my friend. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll hopefully catch you on the next one. Should be back tomorrow, so I should catch you tomorrow if you're about. But if not, mate, have a great weekend. And if I don't catch up with you, good luck in the global challenge, whatever you end up running. Ronald, thank you so much for the sub. At a regional tournament, I was randomly watching. Now to hear you as a VG content channel is pretty sweet. Oh, well, I hope the content, when we start getting it up on there, because it's weird, this channel here started off as a VG channel, and it kind of just, I guess, evolved over the years into what it is now, a bit of more casual content Pokemon channel. But I've always like got that itch to do competitive content. It just doesn't really feel like it sits well in this channel now. So that was the reason for doing the VGC channel, and I'm excited to start doing content over there for it, which is, yeah, so hopefully over the next month or so we'll start to get like a regular flow of videos and things on there, which would be fun. But thank you so much for the support, really appreciate it, mate. And I hope you enjoy the stream, however long you can stick around. 17th of the 3rd, 25, get a pencil in, shiny week. Okay, I love that we've actually made a thing out of this now. This is fun. I'm looking forward. We've got to get the Deoxys before then though. There's no way we can have this Deoxys dragging on till March. With home dropping these shiny mythicals, do you think that Game Freak is targeting the hard shiny hunt mons to get on the current consoles? Manaphy in particular, I thought was notable. Yeah, that's kind of true actually. When you think about like Meloetta, I wonder if they did like, yeah, I wonder if they're doing that. And there was always they wanted to maybe in the DLC have the Meloetta that you could get from doing that task to have the chance to be shiny, but whatever, because of coding with how the game works, they weren't able to do it because of time restrictions. So I guess having the Dex completion was a way for them to allow shiny Meloetta to be available. And then the same with the Manaphy, because yeah, I mean, that's eventually the Manaphy is going to be like, to get legitimately, it's going to be difficult or near impossible, because if the Ranger nav is activated on the game, I don't think you can get the egg, can you, from the game, even if if you've never had any interaction with the game before. So eventually all of those are going to be taken up and eaten. So yeah, that method is not. And then when banking and transporter are gone, you're not going to have a way to transfer them up. So yeah, it's probably a way for them to do it, and then release some of the shinies that have never been available before as well. Lee, how are you doing? Have you ever made a video showing all of your shinies? Must be a crazy collection by now. I haven't actually. I'd love to. I think one of the things that I wanted to do before ZA came about, and it'll depend on time, I guess, but I wanted to do a shiny living dex and complete it in Scarlet and Violet. So I guess if we do start that and get it complete this year, I guess we could start putting a shiny living dex together in home, and that would be a good opportunity to kind of go through. At least it'll be partially complete what the collection would be. But yeah, I got so many now. I think anyone in the loop enough to care about a shiny Manaphy probably already had BDSP. Same with Enamorus and PLA. You're probably right, Riley. I really hope that some of the Gen 9 characters, Kira, Nimona, Arvin, even the BB League, are in the game post-game, like Red, Blue, and Alola, since these characters do have fleshed out stories. I'm the same as you. I really hope some of the characters that we had in Scarlet and Violet do carry over to other games, because I think the character development that we had in Scarlet and Violet was just so strong compared to what we've had in the past. It actually makes you like really like grow to like the characters, you know. So it'd be nice to see them transition. And I think they've dropped enough like little Easter eggs as well in the club room with tidbits of information where these characters are linked to other regions. So there's the possibility the doors open for a lot of them where they could appear in other games if we see them, like remakes or third editions to games, or just ZA like Legends games in the future, which would be cool. Oh, Mr. Holbrookey, Stockholm regionals are on the 22nd and 23rd. Oh, that's gonna fall in that week, isn't it? Maybe you have to do like a staggered shiny week, or the week before. Cop de Loop. It won't yet. I've still got the Gimme Ghoul Terrorade event in my Pokemon Violet to go and do, but I have not done that hunt yet, so I can still get it, but it would mean getting 2 of them. But yeah, sacrifice not getting an extra Rayquaza, shiny Rayquaza, because I was like, I'm not going to get rid of that event just yet in my Violet. I'm still hunting the entire Paldea Pokedex, all 308. You're going to hatch them all, not including paradoxes and whatnot. That's awesome, shiny hunter. Like, actually breeding them all, that's a huge task. How many are you through for those now? We can probably meet Arven's parents in a future Legends game. That would be very cool, wouldn't it? Legends Paldea. Legends Zero. We talked about that on Monday's stream, like as the Paldea Legends game, where it's all about Heath going and you join the expedition to go down to Area Zero. Yeah, you could probably, yeah, you would have like Sada and Truro in those games. Corey, not sure if you've mentioned this before, but what's been your longest shiny hunt so far? This current hunt now, Corey, is our longest hunt ever that I've ever done. Nothing comes close to it, really. So, and I hope after this, we never ever come close to these numbers ever again. But you never know. Also, still have the Gimmighoul raids. I want it shiny. That's what I was like, Petra. I was like, I do want this, but I just... I've got so many other hunts going on at the minute. I don't have time for those, and there's no time restriction on that event. As long as I don't go online with that game, then I've got it there. But these other hunts where we've got like bank transporter closing sometime in the future, I feel like there's definitely a time limit on these ones. Finally claimed Zarude and Keldeo mystery gift event yesterday in Japan. Ray, that's awesome to hear. Congrats. I'm praying that it comes over to the West soon. But if it's like the same time frame as like what we got with the Volcanion and the other 3 mythicals that were similar events in Sword and Shield, I think there was a 9-month gap between them going live in Japan and then coming over to this side of the world. So I'm hoping it's not going to be that long before that mythical event happens over here, but it might be. One of my friends did a best IV dex from Scarlet and Violet. That's a cool dex to do. So everything, it's like perfect IVs across the board for every Pokemon. Wow. I wish they would rerun the Ditto Terror Raid event from a while back. Yeah, that was a great event, wasn't it? That is so handy because yeah, you can just hopefully they do, because they've run that Blissey event so many times and you think there's other ones that would be just as useful, but they've never really run them back that often. The Ditto one's definitely one that would be very cool to see come back. Got the Gimmighoul raid preserved. The only issue is with the Gimmighoul raid now, like if I get it the shiny, I can't go online to share it, because as soon as I go online with the raid to share it, I lose the event, which is like really annoying, because that was the original idea. I would have liked to have got the raid den and then just kept hosting it so people could go in and get the shiny, but I don't think there's any way I can wangle that now. Remember, I got the shiny Gimmighoul the night before the event was supposed to... Wow, Andy, that's wild. Congrats, mate. My head to bed, so just want to thank you for the fun stream. CK, thank you so much, mate, for coming by the stream today, as of everyone else as well. The stream has been brilliant today. You guys have made it so much fun. You all have shiny luck. Hopefully the rest, the reset you do while reading this is the one regardless. Good luck and good night. Good night, mate. Take it easy, and I'll hopefully catch you on the next one. Thank you for the shiny luck as well. Ray, the end of the event is April the 30th, so maybe by September. That's what I was thinking, like September times feels like when they'd probably drop it over here. That's what they did, I think, for the one in Sword and Shield. It was around September when they dropped it. Do it locally, yeah. Get an address from everyone, just be like, okay, coming around with this event. Callum, how are you doing, mate? Hope hope you're all well. Been another busy week, but got a new job, so we'll be around for Friday streams later in the year. Mate, congrats on the new job. I hope it's going well, and thanks for dropping in. Look forward to when you have a bit more availability and you can hang a bit more, but it's great to see you though, mate, and I hope the job is going great. Right, can we get it in this one? Feel motivated, better do some gimme goo rays. Yeah, this I'm looking forward to doing them. I just know it's probably going to be a huge grind, and I guess if any war like the living decks, it's not getting one, it's getting like two. I guess I could post the raid for my Scarlet and go in and get two in one sitting, so I wouldn't have to find another shiny den. That would be a way to do it. Yeah, Kevin, I am exactly like that. I just can't muster up the energy to commit to start that. Yeah, it's like, yeah. It's there, so I can do it in my own time. I feel like the time is not right yet. I feel like I've been a haunter to the streams this year. What's the new Scarlet and Violet event? So it's not so much Scarlet and Violet, but it was a home event that dropped on Tuesday, which is like the Shiny Meloetta event for Scarlet and Violet, where you complete the Scarlet and Violet and its DLC Pokédexes in Pokemon Home, then you got a Shiny Meloetta as a reward. They've dropped 2 more this week, Callum, which is for completing the Hisui Dex from Pokemon Legends Arceus. In Pokemon Home, you get Shiny and Amorous, now not Shiny Locked. And in Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, if you complete the Sinnoh Dex in Pokemon Home, you get Shiny Manaphy for the first time since like the Pokemon Ranger Gen 3 days, which is Gen 4 days, I should say, sorry. So they're pretty hype events. And then they've announced a Terra Raid, but it's 5-star. It's for Valentine's Day, and it's going to be for Milcery. 5-star raids for Milcery that drop a lot of the candies, so you can evolve it into Alcremie. So, but nothing else outside of that. I think they'll do a mass outbreak for that Valentine's Day weekend as well. But whether or not they're going to announce it now or next week, who knows? The shiny trio of Gen 6, I have 2 out of 3 lacking that Zygarde rare. Are you gonna go in to do the Dynamax Adventure runs? We will go and continue those Dynamax Adventure hunts for Zygarde at some point. So if you are still needing it when we are streaming, more than welcome to hop in and join us on those hunts. So glad for the Manaphy. I recently got a copy of Ranger that never got the egg. Oh wow, and was not looking forward to playing through it. Stig, that's amazing that you picked up a copy without the egg being taken. That's pretty. Yeah, but now you don't. Yeah, you can just keep that copy as it is. That's a pretty rare copy as well to have, where it's never been claimed. So you can just preserve that. That's a nice collector's item. And just get the Manaphy from BDSP. No problem, Callum. And I don't think there's anything else being announced that's running outside of that really at the minute. Draconified opened 10 packs and got 3 full art cards. Staraptor, Rotom, and Cresselia. Nice. The Cresselia art is so nice, isn't it? I do love it. Congrats on the 3 out of 10 packs. That's pretty good going. Yeah, it's a 5-star, Kyle. Just, yeah. Hopefully there's some good, better item drops alongside the sweets as well. But yeah, it's not the most exciting of events. But the thing is, I guess, if you don't have the DLCs, it's actually a really good event because it's a DLC exclusive Pokemon. So you can only get it in the Indigo Disc DLC. Whereas if you've got like just the base games and you've never purchased the DLCs, then at least it gives you a way to get this in Scarlet and Violet. Imagine 7-star Zygarde raids when they drop more info for the ZA, adding Zygarde into the card. That's why they've been so quiet. Could you imagine? That would be wild. And it's got a chance to be a shiny. I don't know what I prefer. Shiny hunting it. Probably Terrorize Dens, Shiny hunting Zygarde, than Dynamax Adventures, I feel. Sounds good. That means I have to complete the dex to increase my odds. Yeah. It's definitely worth getting the shiny charm for those boosted odds in the Dynamax Adventure raids. Like 1 in 100. Definitely worth doing if you can. At the same time as well, it'll probably help complete the Pokemon home version of your Scarlet and Violet dexes as well. So when they do update and drop a mystery gift for that dex, then at least you've done the work already. Time to hatch some Cubone and hope for the shiny. Good luck with the Cubone eggs, Riley. Good timing for that work computer to do an update. Have you seen those like false? They look like it's like a screensaver where it looks like the computer's updating, and you can put it on. It looks like you just sit and do nothing because, oh yeah, my computer's updating at the minute, and it actually has like a loading timer around it. Just get those, just stick it up whenever you want to do any hunting or anything like that. Had amazing luck at the start of the year. On January the 3rd, I got shiny Arceus. In an hour later, got a jumbo marked on my Ribbon Master shiny. Start a Charizard from Fire Red. Wow, that's amazing. It's a 1 in 16,000 chance. Kevin, that's amazing luck, mate. Congrats on both of those. That's fire. Like getting the jumbo mark on that Charizard from Fire Red as well. Hopefully the Scarlet and Violet events don't slow down after ZA comes out. Yeah, I'm hoping not. I'm hoping that like the weekly events or like every other week event still continue until Gen 10. That would be nice if they do, but we might just get a lot of like repeat events. I think that's like the likelihood. Maybe new mass outbreaks, but yeah, I'm with you on that though. I really hope they kind of keep doing the events at least, even when ZA is out, because I doubt is ZA gonna have events. Probably integrate that into the game now. Need to do BDSP and Sword Arceus as well, so I can get the shiny Enamorus and Manaphy. Yeah, it's few to do, but like I've always said, I think there's like no rush with doing these dex completions because it doesn't seem to be an end date on any of them. And I guess as well, once you've done all of them, you get the Againer as well, which is nice. A nice gift to get once you complete all the dexes. 7-star Mewtwo again, but shiny unlocked for the mightiest mark. Well, that would be wild, wouldn't it? Imagine if they did drop it again and there was like a chance it could be shiny. That would be wild. The good thing about that would be as well, because it's such a hard raid to do by yourself, like if someone got it shiny, they would definitely share it online. So there's, you know, just a guarantee that you were able to beat it. Wish they'd bring back the Milcery outbreaks, and decided yet when they were active to do my shiny decks and need a 7-star more. Ah, 7 more, mate. You could kind of make them up. I guess the raids. No, the raids aren't going to be helping with that, because I think the raids that they'll do will have standard shiny chances, but it's not the place you want to be going for Milcery shiny hunts. It'd be nice if they brought that outbreak back with these terror raids at the same time. That'd be a good one, wouldn't it? First jumbo shiny was Talonflame. Really happy with that one. That's an awesome one to have. Really wish that you could get the mightiest mark on Pokemon that use the 7-star raids like they did for the Mew. Yeah, that would be a nice little feature, wouldn't it? Like anything that you take into the 7-star raid, if they beat the mightiest mark Pokemon, they acquire the mightiest mark. That would be so cool. And like, if they were worried about it being like abused and overused and like so many Pokemon getting this Mightiest mark, you could only do it on only the first Pokemon that you beat the 7-star raid with actually got that mark. So you could only do it once on one Pokemon per raid. A bit like you can only catch one of the 7-star raids. So they could kind of still keep it limited. Was my first shiny, Callum? It was a Fearow from Pokemon Pearl. Other than like the Gyarados in Gold and Silver, which doesn't really count. No, Fearow, a wild Fearow. And I still have it in that game. I need to trade it up to home before bank and stuff closes. So you never know, we might get Mega Fearow in Pokemon Legends EA. And then it'll give me a reason to use it and be like, this is the first shiny I ever got. Now I can use it in competitive play. Which would be cool. Right, friends, I think as I do have a doctor's appointment coming up sometime after 2, I'm probably gonna take this to around 18,000 on Leaf Green, and we'll probably wrap it up there for today. Then we'll be back tomorrow to continue this. So unless we got the Deoxys anytime soon, it looks like we're going to be coming back to this one tomorrow. But thank you so much to everyone that's come out to the stream today. It's been a really great stream. We did the Pokemon TCG Pocket at the start. We got oh man, yeah, it's 300 more. I'm gonna just round it up to 17,700, ignoring the fact that I thought the 6 was a 9 there. 300 more. Just gonna casually wrap up the next 300 resets. It would have been more sense to go to 4,000 on the fire red. Should we go to 4,000 on the fire red? Have I got enough time? 10 minutes to do 30? Yeah, we got enough time. Okay, we'll go to that. We'll go to 4,000 and wrap it up. We'll leave it on a nice number today because I think I've just skipped twice on that one. Yeah. That was like a double count, and that's a cheat. Yeah. I left them on horrible numbers coming into this stream, so we'll leave it on better numbers this time around. So we got a little bit of time. We got a little bit. To get the Deoxys, I mean, that's all. 17,700. The casual 300 more. Full out hunt at 8,000 plus, yeah. Getting close to 3 times over odds between both games. Do you track your encounters manually, or is there some pretty decent auto counter out there? I think there is good auto counters out there, Jay, but I do it manually. I've got my stream deck that I've just got the counter set up on, so if I do a miscount, I can like tweak it slightly, change it back. But yeah, I'm sure some people have like auto counters on, but I never really quite trust them. Like if they mess it up slightly, or I don't know, if the program freezes, then you know, you kind of have to keep an eye on it. Just using the app on my work phone. Yeah. Like a lot of the time, if I'm not at a computer or if I haven't got my tablet or anything, I just use my phone and just use the calculator function. Like just 1 + 1 and then just hit equals every time I have a new encounter. Tried an auto counter, worked for a while, and then it started adding 5 or 10 each time. That's what I always worry about, which is why I've never like committed to going after one where I've been like, yeah. And if you don't notice it, then to actually get the right number back, it'd be such a nightmare to do. Hunting Regidrago has made me nervous because I only catch Pokemon in regular Pokeballs, so there's a chance it could struggle itself to death. Could you get a Trevenant with a Leper Berry to do that kind of technique, so you can at least like skill swap the harvest ability with the Leper Berry so it can never run out of PP? Let's Trevenant in Sword and Shield? I don't know. No, it's not, is it? There must be another Pokemon. Is there another Pokemon that you can use to maybe do that with the harvest ability? I don't know. Off the top of my head, I have to look. I don't know though. The chance it could struggle itself to death. I've yet to fail shiny that way, but the chance is there. Oh, I hope you don't. Yeah, Trevenant is in. Is or is it not? Executor, maybe. I like the one I use because it also keeps track of dates and times, so I can see. Ah, that's pretty cool. That's nice to actually work out like how many encounters per minute you're doing to work out what the most effective method is. It is. Set my shiny phantom to Sword and Shield. Oh, there we go then. You can do that. That could be a method to prevent the Drago from doing that to itself. Almost missed the doctor's appointment yesterday while trying to finish an the August test. Made it on the dot. I love that. It's like, no, must complete it. Must get this last one done. Lovely as always, listening to you while I'm at work. Gonna go home now. Have a good rest of your stream. See you again tomorrow and Monday. Youngley, have a great rest of your day and a safe trip home. Thanks so much for coming by the stream today. It's been awesome having you here while we've been doing this Deoxys hunt and still going strong. But yeah, hopefully catch you tomorrow when we'll pick this back up, unless we get the Deoxys in the next 18 encounters, which could happen. We only need one. I keep telling myself this. I like, we only need one. Could be this next one. Recently got back into Switch games and played Violet for the first time, but I sold my old Switch and wish I still have the old save files. Oh, that's so sad that you've got it. I had a similar thing to that with Legends Arceus, where I had to like play through, and I haven't got my original save file, so I had to play through it all again and do everything again on it, which is kind of sad because there was some shinies on there that I just lost, which I can't get back now. Lost all of my Arceus and Sword Pokemon because I didn't put them in home. Oh mate, that is so sad. I hope that the RNG luck gods are with you when you come to recatch stuff and you get lots of luck with shinies and things like that. Jeremy, how are we doing? Do you click directly on on every time the game is launched? Because if you do, shiny may be much further away in the frames on in your seed. You'll never be able to find it this way. You click directly on A every time the game is launched. I'm not sure if I do. No, not every time. I would say not every time. I think the RNG in Fire Red, Leaf Green is different to... So like here, I would normally, like, I'm not always clicking A straight away when the game boots in, if that makes sense. Yeah, it's not like Emerald though. The RNG for Fire Red and Leaf Green is it's way different to like how Emerald and Ruby and Sapphire run though. So my understanding was that it was kind of the seedings fixed in this game. So this is why this method works like it does. The only game where that's true is Emerald, Ruby and Sapphire with a dead battery, yeah. But appreciate the heads up just in case that was the case. I think we're just having a bad run of it. And there we go, Riley. The only game where that's true is Emerald, Ruby and Sapphire. What have I done? Oh, what have I done here? Let's get these caught up to each other. Yeah, like in Emerald, I think the majority, like the soft reset stuff, you'd have to do like runaway method for it. It's like the Rayquaza, the Mew, even the Deoxys. But hunting Deoxys in Emerald, you'd have to do the puzzle every time, encounter Deoxys, run away, leave the area, come back and like rinse and repeat. So it's a really long process to do the Deoxys in Emerald. That's why it's better to do it in Fire Red or Leaf Green. Pokemon should always be your top priority in life. Always. Blue screen the fire red. Could you imagine if I broke it now? I'd be so gutted. Be like, I have to play through the whole game again. Did resets in Leaf Green for Shiny Mewtwo and got it even though I click the same almost every time. That's a hunt I really want to do in this. In Leaf Green, I would love to. I think there's lots of hunts in these games though. I'd love to do the Ho-Oh, the Lugia, Mewtwo, all in these games. I think it would be nice to eventually, I think after the Deoxys, after a little break from these games, maybe to come back in a while and do the other hunts. Because, yeah, getting a Lugia from these games would be pretty fire. Here's hoping the shiny shows in these last few since you pushed for the fire red numbers. That'd be so nice. It'd be so nice if we got it. Like I said, I've always said that I'd prefer it in the Leaf Green copy, but I wouldn't scoff at getting it in fire red either. You still get the same enjoyment from shiny hunting on emulators. None, you can't keep them. These are on physical cards, so that's I don't know, because we're on Game Boy, GameCube, Game Boy player. So yeah, I don't know. I guess you would, but it's all down to the individual. Nice and quick. Gen 3 hunt is Abra at the game corner. You get a ton of checks per hour. That would be a great one to do as well. Ribbon Master that one. But I still feel like, Riley, we got to Ribbon Master something from Colosseum. Then Leaf Green Mewtwo, Mingus, and he is currently in Alola sucking up some ribbon. Nice. Oh, that's so cool, mate. Ribbon Master the Mewtwo from it. We could do Ribbon Master on the Deoxys as well. But I do like the idea that, I don't know who was suggested it, was to drop the Deoxys into our Hot Gold Soul Silver playthrough as one of our team. No, these are, yeah, so they're both physical cards. So we've got the Leaf Green on the GameCube, Game Boy player, and then I'm using the GB operator for our Fire Red card that we've got, which is, yeah, we need, Riley, we 100% need to do the Ribbon Master run. We do. Ever since you've mentioned it, I'm like, yeah, we've got to do it. And there's some really cool picks that we could do in there. I think you should Shadow Ribbon Master from Colosseum. My vote would be Sudowoodo or Heracross. I like the idea of Heracross. I really do. Heracross would be very fun to do. Really hope they change Mega Charizard X's color palette in Legends ZA. Make that bad boy orange instead of that ugly teal. I really, Kevin, I'm sorry, I'm going to upset you here, mate, and I don't mean to. I really like the teal on the Charizard X. I really do. I think it's nice. A nice change. But yeah, if we're staying true to like Charizard, you know, the orange would make more sense. Orange and black. We're probably gonna get Mega Charizard Z though, aren't we? Probably. So maybe there's hope there. Yes, James. I'm obsessed with shiny Deoxys and Hot Gold Soul Silver. Shiny Entei, Ribbon Master, and Color. Oh, that would be wild. Shiny Entei. How cool would that be? Do like a Ribbon Master for Shiny Entei from Colosseum and then pull it into Scarlet and Violet and use it in comp. That would be the thing to do. Remember that time we got Shiny Heracross? I know, right, Dad? I still can't believe that hunt. That was epic. That find. And it was the female as well that we wanted. Crazy. If we only had an ability patch in that game, we could have had Guts as well. Any plans for casting VGC soon or even competing? I'm not sure about competing, Jesse, and casting I can't say unless it's announced for reasons. But hopefully I'll be casting soon. That'd be good. But competing, I'm kind of just planning out what events I can get to play at. So I'm not too sure yet, but I will be competing for sure some point this season. What about yourself, Jesse? You got any plans? Need to sell that Charizard merch. That Charizard merch, yeah. Do you know how much merch you could make from a new Charizard form? They're like, yes, let's do it. He says, probably knowing damn well we are getting that and Mewtwo Z because the TCG set will sell like crazy. Yeah, can you imagine the full art cards of those? Right, last one of today, friends. Again, thank you for coming out. Hopefully the 4,000th reset on Fire Red is the lucky one, but I'll take it on either. But yeah, thanks for coming by. It's been an absolutely wild stream. I've really enjoyed it. You guys, as always, have been amazing. So thank you so much for coming by. And we'll be back tomorrow, which, unless one of these is shiny, looks like it will be for the Deoxys. Orange and orange all day long. So there we go. Thanks for coming by, friends. Take care of yourselves. Have a great rest of your day, whatever you're up to. If you're doing your own shiny hunts, good luck with those. Hope you get the shinies. And if not, just have fun, whatever you're up to. And I'll see you all in our next one. Take care, friends. Till then, bye-bye.